Well, welcome back everyone to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today is Guild Wars Tuesday. We are back in the wonderful world of Guild Wars 2, which is Tyria, by the way. Did you know that? Hello there. We are going to do some dailies, have some fun, hang out. I'm on the EU servers right now. Maybe learn another DPS. I'm not really looking forward to it. That last part. Not really looking forward to that last part. Let me see. Where's my spreadsheet of the ones I've done so far? Here it is. All right, open this up. Reaper, Weaver, Dragon Hunter, Virtuoso, Vindicator. That's what we've done so far. That leave. What does that leave? Friggin' Spellbreaker, Berserker. No, not Berserker. HoloSmith. Ugh, God, HoloSmith. Ugh. So I've done the cloths. Daredevil? I don't anticipate Daredevil being a problem. Hammer Mechanist is kind of face roll. Yeah, I'm trying to focus on the DPS builds that do not have a lack or quickness build. Because, like, for example, I just released a video on quick kata. I don't want to do a video on full DPS kata. You know? So, I'm trying to focus on the ones that don't have that. So that means, like, you know, Spellbreaker, Hollow, Reaper, Weaver, not Catalyst, Virtuoso, stuff like that. The creepy Cthulhu harvesting tool is nice. Yeah, they just slap things until they give up their money. DPS Druid. Yeah, DPS Druid, since it doesn't provide a lack. DPS Soul Beast, the other one. What about Condi Mech, since the Boons Mech are all power? Maybe. Maybe. Hi, Mug, what is that free attack on Catalyst in the title? What did the class do to you this time? Were you bullied by the chat into playing it again? It just continued to exist in my Tyria. These gathering tools are still weird, not sure if I love them or hate them. They're alright. They are fast, too. Slap, 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 slap. Might be helpful to learn some of them. Some of what? I've got LI Berserker rotation if you want. I do not for a second believe that Berserker is low intensity. I don't believe there is a Berserker that is low intensity. Not buying that. I think the Lantern Gathering tool is faster for mining, but tentacles are best for trees. Not sure what the Lantern Gathering tool is. The tentacle seems the same speed as the Fuse Sickle for the Gathering animation. And then I think it's just... Like, I think if you cancel cast this stuff, so like if you do like 1, 2, and then interrupt, and then like that, if you cancel cast it and restart, because it does like 2, and then a pause, and then 3. Or it does like 1, 2, pause 3. So if you like cancel cast but after the 2 and then restart it, I think it might be the fastest node for trees and ore. But I usually don't want to bother with that. I usually just let it go. Can't wait to have all these nodes in the homestead. Oh, yes. My homestead will be very profitable. That sounds like a lot of extra work for a couple of milliseconds. True. That's why I don't usually do it. But that is something that people have found. Challenge, create a build of any class using a shield as a tank can heal, but have a decent DPS of 20k plus, but the main role is tank heal. The DPS I know of that does the... Sorry. The healer I know of that does the most damage is either Heal-a-Lack Mech or Untamed Heal. And then we're talking like 4 to 7k. And they could one, the Untamed can't use a shield. If they trade more heal, like away heals for more damage, they could maybe do like Selly stats or something. You know, like Plague Doctor. And maybe get away with it if they're with an experienced group. But if they're with a group that needs heavy lifting, it's not going to work. Hello, New to Guild Wars 2. What kind of endgame content is there? Fractals and World PvP is all I know. Excuse me. Sorry, clearing my throat. Endgame content. There's open world, which has a lot going on for it. There's open world, which has a lot of stuff, including world bosses, meta events. There's PvP, which is 5v5 and Conquest. There is World v World, which is like 70 versus 70 versus 70 type of thing. There is Raids, which is 10-man content. There's Strikes, which is 10-man content. There's Fractals, Dungeons, and Dragon Response missions, which are all different 5-man instance content. There's quite a bit. Your personal story, if you haven't done that yet. How much does it cost to max out your home nodes? I truly don't know. It's something I did slowly over a very long period of time. And I encourage people to harvest the home nodes every day because it's insanely like it's literally just there's a bunch of money on the ground. You just got to pick it up. But a reminder that you don't have to build your own home. You can harvest someone else's. It's a pretty frequent thing in the capital cities for people yelling like LF full home or going into home, have room for 3 more, stuff like that. How are you today? Did you sleep well? I slept fine, but I'm still tired. Stayed up too late. That's my own fault. A lantern is exalted mining tool. I'm not sure if I've seen that one. Not sure if my message with the link got through here. I just want to mention that I have simple rotations for all these specs on my wiki page. Catalyst can't be 1 and 2 and doing 37k. Noted. Okay. My dog woke me up several times last night. Somehow I feel okay. I'm a little concerned about that. I noticed you use Blish. Does ArenaNet not persecute people who use it? Persecute? Yeah, no, the friggin' police are on their way. No, dude, I'm an ArenaNet partner. I would actually have a lot to lose if I broke the terms of service. They don't care about Blish HUD. Are you kidding me? No, dude, I'm using Blish HUD. Blish HUD is running the mount wheel so that I can get all my mounts from one button. I'm using the event table thing. Dude, they 100%, they don't care about any of that. I'm also running arc DPS so I can track my damage when I'm trying different builds. No. Again, I have a lot to lose if I get in trouble for that. Yeah, it's not a thing. If anyone told you that they will punish Blish users, they did not know what they were talking about. Persecute, that's such a strong word. Where are the map title cards from? Regions of Tyria module, also in Blish. That one's just for fun. It doesn't really do any function, it's just for fun. Let's see. Alright, that's most of it. Okay. How do you get XP for masteries? Depends on the mastery, but in general, the masteries for Heart of Thorns are from doing things in Heart of Thorns. The masteries for Iceward Saga are for doing stuff in Iceward Saga, etc. You basically do stuff in the zone associated with the masteries you want. It's worth noting that fractals, which are like 5-man instance content, count as central Tyria mastery. Hey Muck, hi Heisen. Tip for Revenant, if you use Glint's Facet, they stay on when you dismount, so you don't need to press a button to apply quickness every time you dismount. You can't use quickness in the home instance anyway, so it doesn't matter. There is no ANET Inquisition. Yeah. What do you use all the Bloodstone dust? Converters. You can use converters to turn Bloodstone dust, Imperial fragments, or Dragonite ore into money. Exclamation mark convert if you need a guide on how to do that. You can't use quickness in home. You can use quickness in home. You can't use mounts in home. The home instances were made before mounts and they never updated them with those.
You must prove your strength to Ox by becoming.
Did you know Herald can have perma quickness while energy is +1? No. I know how to use perma quickness with the corruption trait line. So it's perma quickness while it's at 0 pips, not positive or negative. I did not know that you could do it while you're positive. Hey Mukchat, how are you? Sleepy. Still waking up. What's up? What's your opinion on turret mechanist support? I don't currently... Wait, turret support. I don't know of any functional successful builds. It's really utilizing turrets. I've only been playing the game for a month, but I learned a lot from your vids. Nice job. Oh, thank you, JJo. I hope you enjoyed them. Alright, that part's done. Let's see, that one. Only MMO I can think of that disallows mods of any kind is Final Fantasy. You can be permabanned for them if reported using any, so most stay quiet. Like, not a single mod? That's so, like, weird to me. Hey Mark, do you recommend V Rising? Thinking about buying it for PS5. V Rising has been a lot of fun. V Rising, if you've ever played Valheim, it's like that with vampires. Like you play a person. The game looks like an ARPG just because of the camera angle, but it doesn't play like one. You know, it has the same view as like Diablo or Path of Exile, but it's only like the camera angle. The game plays certainly not a Souls-like. It's not that hard, but it's tougher in terms of like individual fights. You know, than you're not running through God mode, one-shotting things and chugging potions for infinite heals. There's you can only use so many potions in a fight, so you need to get somewhat decent at avoiding damage. You can't just heal through everything forever. The game you run around, you don't level up. You just kill enemies, drink their blood, learn what they know, and then you're able to craft better equipment, and then you upgrade your gear. And it goes on and on and on. And you just keep upgrading your gear until you can fight Dracula, which is the final boss. And I found it to be a lot of fun. You can play it PvP, you can play it PvE co-op, or you can play it PvE solo. I played it PvE solo, and it was fine. So I enjoyed the game even completely alone. And on top of that, there is the server settings. So there are some things that if they bug you, you can literally just go into the settings of the game and change them. So for example, you cannot use teleporters while carrying stuff that you've gathered, like logs or ore, which is really annoying, and it's just a time sink, because then you have to walk home. I just turned that off. And you still get like Steam achievements and stuff like that, and it doesn't affect like boss fights. It's just an arbitrary thing that makes the game take longer, or stuff like that. You sure love us, Sarah. You have no idea. Okay, break time. Thirsty.
We were meant to be, yeah, dancing in the moonlight, gazing at the stars so bright. Get up on the floor, dancing all night long. Get up on the floor, dancing in the break of dawn. Get up on the floor, dancing in the break of dawn. Get up on the floor.
Oh yeah, they're alright. His beard is gone. Yeah, I shaved. It just grew back. Will ArenaNet ever rework core items like turrets or kits? Yeah, they kind of recently did an update to the toolkit. So yeah, they do stuff like that. The thing with turrets, which is interesting, is like when the game first launched, turrets were quite strong. They were strong. They were actually kind of dangerous. In PvP, an engineer sitting at like a capture point with a bunch of turrets out, it was like a little fortress. In world bosses, you would always see like a line of rocket turrets like over on the side firing at the boss into the fight, and it was an absolutely beautiful thing. And then they decided that they were just too strong, so they nerfed them a whole bunch. And they kind of got nerfed into the ground, like maybe they were over-nerfed, and they've never really come back since. Like, there are builds that use rifle turret, but not for the rifle turret. They use it just for the tool belt skill that fires the bullet. There's some builds that use healing turret, but they never leave the turret out. They always just spawn it and then instantly detonate it for the water combo. You know, stuff like that. Like, I do not know of any builds that, like, put down a turret and then leave it out. Unfortunately. Mike, you've gone ahead and done it. I watched the healer vid you did. I was bored of playing Brainless Scourge. I swapped to Druid. It was a blast. Solo healed. XJJ with it. Thank you. I reached my uptime on boons. 100% alack. Max Fury. Might prot Vigor and Regen. Thank you for making me see other healers properly. Rangers know I'm in. You're very welcome. I promise I will never make you play Catalyst. You're very welcome. Hey, I'm looking to come back to Guild Wars 2. How's that looking? It's looking great. There's a new expansion that they just announced. It's going to come out in, I think, August. It's looking good. The player count right now is near the highest it's ever been. So, you know, a lot of people will meme like dead game and stuff like that, but it's actually near peak. Hot take, engineer needs an elite spec that builds its own custom powered armor. Slots for different buffs and weapons, is slow but tanky, etc. I don't think that's that hot of a take. I think a lot of people would like that. Let's see. Herda, eat the bloodstone dust. Let's see, lay energy converter. Crowbar. Random one of those. And let's see, Star of Gratitude. That's Dragonite ore. Alright, that gets rid of some of that stuff. Muck is afraid of organization. Look, I paid for 448 inventory slots. I'm gonna use 448 inventory slots, alright? When are you doing 8K trophies with the magic? You know exactly what video I mean. Oh god. We're fine right now. We're fine. Playing without a stun break? I'm standing in town. Also, it's pretty normal when people do PvE that they don't use a stun break. They just don't get hit. They just move out of the hits. Like, honestly, in PvE, if you're just like a DPS, it's pretty rare to lower your damage by devoting a slot to a stun break. There's a few exceptions, but I would say that's not common. What are these? Oh, these are Dragon Bash things. There we go. Or you play Mechanist and have Shift Signet, the most broken button in the game. Oh my god, Shift Signet. Shift Signet is Shift Signet is love, is life. For those who don't know, Shift Signet, it is a stun break on you. It is a condition cleanse on you. It's a stun break on your pet. It's a condition cleanse on your pet. It copies all your boons to your pet. It increases your run speed. It is a 1200 range shadow step when you use it, so you can teleport with it. And it's also like a 20-second cooldown. Like, it does a lot. It does a lot of things. It just freaking files your taxes, too. Why the human character? I made that character around when the game launched, so that character's like almost 12 years old. So it has like all of the oldest presents and stuff. So he's grandfathered in. He was from before I found the greatness that is little dude with big wizard hat. Alright, salvage blue and white items. But do you mind showing us your camera and combat movement settings in the options? Sure. I don't know that they're going to be for everyone, but yeah, that's fine. So I'm just going to scroll through this, and you just take a clip or screenshots or something. There you go. Okay. Greens. I mostly open world some dungeons, so it's odd for me to don't see a stun break. So, in high-level PvE content, each person has a specific job. You'll have, like, a healer that does everything else, and then DPS, that their job is just don't stand in bad and hit the boss. Like, the DPS aren't even in charge of healing themselves. They're just in charge of not, only taking damage that they were going to, unavoidably take. That's it. And then the healer keeps them up and they put out all the damage. So, like, typically, if there's a moment in a raid or a strike that's going to stun the whole group, you don't have all 10 people run a stun break. That's too much. You'll have one guy in each of the 2 groups of 5 people run a group stun break. So, or stability, so that they don't get stunned in the first place. So, like, you might have Protect Me, Ranger stun break that affects the whole party. Or you just have the whole group have stability so they never get stunned in the first place. Let's see. Stardust. But yeah, open world. Yeah, do whatever you like. Faux show. Do you think ANET will reveal 3 more class spears today? I've been anxiously checking since Thursday. They said that there was going to be another video with more spear reveals this week. They did not say that it would be today, but it's possible. Honestly, I think it's weird that the last one was on a Thursday. Stand Your Ground is a stun break that gives stab. I think Stand Your Ground is a single target stun break, but it's a group stability. Please tell me if I'm wrong, chat. I think that's how it is. So if you're trying to cover your whole group with it, you need to use it early, not late. Whereas Protect Me is the exact opposite. Protect Me is a group stun break, but no stab. So Protect Me, you would use like 1 second late so that the stun hits, then you remove it if you were dependent upon that. That is correct. Okay, awesome.
You must visit more often.
Your discuss with Catalyst has me wanting to main Cata DPS. Have fun.
Good hunting.
Wait, one of us will. Let's see. Get all of that. Okay. That uses up most of that Eternal Ice. Okay. Alright, we have got materials spilling over from the bank. Let's start getting, liquidating some of this for gold. I stand corrected, don't play guard anyway. It used to be even more egregious. Stand Your Ground used to give 10 people stability. Because I know some of my old guide videos, like my guide video for Karen, I think, it just says Guardians are OP, just have one in your group and have them hit this button whenever the boss says this, and the entire raid is covered. And they changed it since then. Oh, 9 gold a stack for this. Hello. But yeah, Stand Your Ground was mega busted, and now it's only a little busted. Let's see. Is there any others? I think leaf fossils. Yeah. Would you use invert sort bags as an option, as in clicking the sort button move items to the bottom, not up?
Hello.
There was a time period where I had one of those special bags at the very bottom that, like, consumables went into. So certain things went to the bottom of the bag, but I've grown out of that. I'm good. I'm good with what I got. Let's see. Vigilant armor. Oh wow, I actually don't have these recipes. Considering I've played this game for 8,000 hours, then in about 20 more years I might finish that set. Okay. Put this stuff down here. Boop, 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 boop. Did you know you can put 250 in the search bar and it'll show all the items at least one stack? Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I never really thought about that. One I often use is start typing the word consumable, and all bags that need to be opened will show up, as well as like bottles of karma you need to drink and things like that. So I use that all the time. The 250 thing, yeah, completely missed out on that one. 15 gold for a stack of that. That's from my home instance. That's a lot of luck. It is, yeah. We could process that so it takes up less space. Where's my necro? My necro can process the luck. Let's see. Hi, I've been using your guides for some legendaries lately. They're super helpful. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. I'm glad they're helping, truly. Let's see. Oh, this guy's still a Reaper from when I did the Reaper video. Y'all haven't seen the Reaper video yet. Mislock. O space O is nice for all kinds of containers. O space O? I'm not familiar with that filter. I don't know what that does. Muck Fractal 100 CM guide win. You know what? I actually kind of made a little jab at ANET. It was like, I was talking to them the other day, and I was like, who was it? I think Sneb was complaining about something in the new Fractal CM. And I was like, wait, is it out? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I just looked at the most recent patch notes. It doesn't say that the new Fractal CM is out. And then one of the guys from ArenaNet was like, oh, whoops. And I was like, yeah, that seems like something you should proudly announce. Like, again, their own patch notes don't say the new challenge mode is out. Are you serious? Like, are you proud of your work or not? Anyway. Alright. Luck. Alright, so I'm just gonna condense all this so it takes less space. Isn't Sneb gonna do a slug stream soon? Yeah, apparently. I'll be sure to not be there for that. Anyway, someone said, am I going to do a CM 100 guide? I mean, I'd like to. I'd like to have a guide for everything people need so that people use my videos. However, so far, I've only heard bad things. Like, I've only heard of groups that have killed it by, like, bugging it out and, like, you know, abusing glitches and stuff. But I admit, I haven't tried the CM yet because I didn't know it was out until, like, yesterday. Speaking of legendaries and guides, Monk, which legi would you go for if you have no legendaries yet? Season of the Dragons amulet, because it doesn't cost you money. Every legi in the game except Season of the Dragons, you're losing money while you're working on the legi. Season of the Dragons, you're gaining money while you work on it. So I would do that one first, and then I would do something else. Like, for example, Season of the Dragons gives you a whole stack of every Living World Season 3 and 4 currency while you're working on it. So you could easily do Aurora or Vision after that one. Ad Infinitum disagrees. I made Ad Infinitum. I know what I'm talking about. Ad Infinitum costs you money too. Not tons, but it does. More than Season. Hey Muck, do you think we will see some new playable races in the future? Nope. Now, I could be wrong. I would love to be wrong. If I'm wrong about that, and you're like, ha, Muck, you idiot. I'm like, I know, isn't it great? Like, I'm gonna be excited too. But, no, I don't think so. What's your name from? League? League? I don't... Is there a hero named Mukluk in League? Anyway, I actually have a video on that. That right there is a short video that explains where I got the name. What's the add-on name you use in Blish to show the map names? That is a module in Blish HUD called Regions of Tyria. It's just a fun thing. Do you have any tips on getting a bunch of ectos fast? Your mom's credit card. No. I'm trying my best to make my full set of Legi armor, obsidian for the full X-Pack. I'll be focusing on the Legi spear. Salvage all yellows and oranges you don't need. Like, not even joking, that's where I get most of mine. And I'm like actively playing like 1 day a week right now. How many ectoplasm do I have? I have 2,500 in storage, a bunch on a few different characters, almost another 1,000 on this guy, so I got like almost 3,500 ectos right now. And it's just from salvaging stuff. How many times do you have to answer the question about the Regions of Tyria module? That was the first time. Most people don't notice it. That person has very sharp eyes. Mr. Mug, if I was interested in doing damage but also want to provide a boon, is there any particular suggestions you have? If I'm not crazy enough to try them all, is there any suggestions you have? Fishing. Sure. You know, I have this recent video where I tried every boon DPS in the game and shared my thoughts on it. That right there is a link to it if you want to, you know, get a kind of a synopsis of each one. Have fun. For most healer builds, do you prefer Harrier or Giver stats? I prefer the tanky. Here's the thing. If a good healer is alive, the whole group's alive. If you're running Harrier and the good healer makes a mistake, they pop like a balloon. Harrier is the berserker gear of healers, right? Your max health and toughness are very low. It's just you do a little bit more damage. But here's the thing, depending on the healer build, like a heal chrono with a rifle in Harrier is like 2k DPS. A heal chrono with a rifle with like givers is like 1k DPS. Going from 2k to 1k is going to have almost no impact on the group. But you being 3 times harder to die could save the group. So there are many builds that are support that I very much prefer, you know, tankiness over damage if possible. There we go. The luck is processed. Okay. Let's throw that in the bank. So all of that luck that was here is now this. All nice and orderly. Alright. What's Regions of Tyria? It's, well, hold on. I'll show you. Just a sec. As soon as I load in. Don't blink. Can you pin the referral link? Yeah. Hold on. There's a link to it. I'll pin it in just a sec. See. Oh. Wait, why didn't it work? Blish. Well, how embarrassing. Blish isn't working at all right now. I can't pull up the mount with it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Wow, lag. Blish was getting coffee. Anyway, yeah, the big fancy words when you load into a zone. That's Regions of Tyria. For Season of the Dragons, you're kind of losing money because if you're a new player, you need to buy the Living World stories. You're right, but that's like me saying like, oh, all legendaries are expensive. You have to buy Guild Wars 2. Do you understand what I mean? Because you're saying this content within this game mode is expensive because you have to buy the game. You're right, technically, but it really doesn't. I don't feel like it adds anything to the conversation. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah, like when I say that Season of the Dragons is the only legendary where it doesn't cost you anything, I'm referring to in-game resources. Okay, if I need to say it, I'm referring to in-game gold, mithril ore, elderwood planks, whatever. I'm referring to in-game resources. not the money you spent buying the DLC in the first place. Muck, main Kata, you don't even need to play Elden Ring. Kata is like playing Elden Ring with one hand, I promise it's fun. I beat Elden Ring. I couldn't get Catalyst to work. Catalyst is tougher than Elden Ring. Confirmed. Okay? If you can play Kata to a good degree, you've already taken down the main story of Elden Ring. Alright? And I did it on mouse and keyboard, which is probably the worst control scheme for Elden Ring that exists. Alright? Why am I forcing myself? If you only main Ellie, please know everyone else has it so much easier and better than you. Please know that everyone else is doing, like, the same amount of, like, you know, output with, like, 1/10 of the work. Malcolmus, thank you for the raid. People got me ranting about Elementalist. Welcome. Mukluk took this but thought of me original Disc by the 4th. This is Johnson Van Silvers. The third book was you and yours to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay entertainment's on the way. Can't get the speakers, don't touch the speakers. Giveaways every week. Because you can see, but you'll only need the edge. Welcome. Hello. Iron Maiden with a tier 1 as well. Hello. Yeah, all these superstars in here. I've only ever mained Ellie for last season. You know what? I'll revise my statement because Tempest isn't too bad. Because Weaver is like, a core Ellie is like, I have 4 elements and I can use 1 at a time. And Weaver's like, I have 4 elements and use 2 at a time. And Catalyst is like, I have 4 elements. I don't know what the I'm doing. But then Tempest is like, I have 4 elements and I use 1 at a time. Harder. And that's it. That's Tempest. So Tempest was not that bad. But literally every other version of Elementalist is like, ugh. What's an Elementalist? A disappointment. Don't get me wrong, I like Cat a lot, but I'm just gonna chill when I play Necro Engineer. Yeah. I'm very entertaining watching Muck get saltier and saltier over the few years. It's also interesting, because the target of my salt has shifted. It used to be Guardian. But to be fair, Guardian was like, okay, you know that there'd be like that kid at school, right? That would like bully someone else and bully him and bully him and bully him, and finally the target of the bullying, the nerd or whatever, would snap, and he would turn around and he would, you know, strike back 1 time, and the teacher would only see that, and then she would rush to the defense of the original bully. The Guardian is that original bully. Guardian was, forget the Blue Jock. It was the busted, most overpowered thing in this game for 5 years. And so, like, oh my gosh, we got a history with that. Like, you join a fractal, and you're like, hey, I'm heals. And they're like, are you a Guardian? I'm like, no, kick. Like, they were the only ones allowed in those groups. If you were Condi and you weren't a Guardian, you were kicked. Because they were the only ones that had no ramp-up time for Condis. If you were a healer and you weren't a Guardian, you were kicked. Because they were the only healers that were like, stability! And then just gush out the stab. You know? So for like two entire categories, Condi DPS and also support, if you weren't a Guardian, you were kicked out of the group. And that was like a 5-year period of the game. Remember, Muck, you actually hate Thief more. No. Hold on. I hate the idea of Thief. Like, in this world of magic and mayhem, why, for some people, is it their deepest class fantasy to rob a gas station? Welcome to Thief. Like, oh, what's your powers? Oh, I mugged that guy. Like, what? That's your whole, that's it. That's your whole shtick. You couldn't even be a warrior, so you had to do this. Like, I think, like, playing Thief is fine. It's not bad. In fact, what was it? Quickness Deadeye was the only class that after like an hour I was able to get 30k on it while providing 100% uptime on quickness. You know, it was very easy and rewarding to play. It's just the class fantasy. It's not rogue, it's not spy, it's not smuggler, it's thief. Thief. Like, I feel like they should just be in jail. Do they not have laws about that? I guess just Tyria doesn't have laws about that. Everyone's just like finders keepers. So like, yeah, I think that the class fantasy of it is very disappointing. What's mine is mine, what's yours is mine? Right. What has an engineer to do in a world full of magic? I mean, apparently they're doing a pretty good job. HoloSmiths make hard light projections. That's insane. Mechanists make Gundams. You're in the majority. Rogue classes are least played. Again, if it was called Rogue or something, I would get it. But just the fact that they market it as Thief, I think is silly. Lion's Arch is a whole nation of pirates. No, that got destroyed. Right now, Lion's Arch is on 3.0. For those that don't know, Lion's Arch has been completely destroyed 2 times, and we're on the 3rd one. Sad we didn't get the Commando class. I understand that reference. Sort of wish they had stuck with the Guild Wars 1 Assassin title. Just call it Criminal. Yeah, Assassin would have been cool. Yeah, oh man, we gotta do a Lion's Arch history lesson here. Because this is actually pretty cool. You know how most classes have their own sentence? Hurts to kill rising. Hurts to kill rising? It's urge to kill rising. Not hurts to kill rising. That doesn't, what? That doesn't make sense. That is such a warrior sentence, because it doesn't make any sense. Hurts to kill. Feel my wrath, more violence, less violence. Yeah. Thief needs finders, keepers. Ha ha ha. My first character was a thief because I mained rogue in WoW. It felt a bit weird that it's called thief here, but I was like close enough. Yeah. Hurts. I'm gonna laugh out loud of the cubicle. You break it, I break you. Alright, hold on. This is actually really cool. I'm no wooden potatoes. I'm just a spongy potato. But there is some neat stuff here. Alright, you see these ruined buildings down here in the water? Okay. So, long ago, Lion's Arch, like the water level was lower, okay? And Lion's Arch was built out to here-ish. And then, Zaitan. Zaitan woke up. And when Zaitan woke up, you know, gigantic undead dragon burst out of the water. It caused a tidal wave. And this tidal wave came in and just went boom. And literally just like with no warning, wiped OG Lion's Arch off the map. This is the ruins of it down here, all right? That was Lion's Arch 1.0. So it got wrecked. Now, at that point, a whole bunch of pirates came in, and they were like they were led by this one guy, and it was in one of the novels. And he rebuilt Lion's Arch using ships that were destroyed. So all the buildings looked like ships and stuff. And that was the Lion's Arch that was in the game when the game launched. And so if you do any steps of your personal story, like around level 30, you go to Lion's Arch, look around. It's not this one. It's the old instance, because they didn't re-record it ever. So that's old Lion's Arch. So that was 2.0. Then in Living World Season 1, Scarlet Briar basically nukes it. And old Lion's Arch gets destroyed. And this is the 3rd one. And the thing she used to hit it, where is it? The Breachmaker, pretty sure there's a piece of it still down here somewhere. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I haven't gone looking for this thing in a long time. It's at the point of interest. Wreckage of the Breach. Oh, right on. There you go. That's perfect. Okay. Alright, see this thing? It's like a big drill bit. This is what she hit us with. Or part of, this is like, you know, just the tip. This is just the tip of it. This giant drill bit is part of the machine called the Breachmaker that she hit Lion's Arch with. So that was when the second one was destroyed. Night Night Malcolmus. Good night, Malcolmus. Thank you again for the raid. I love our Lion's Arch, yeah. Yep. But yeah, if you do the, oh, wait, hold on. Idea. Which one? Arborstone will get me there. Hang on. I can actually show a little bit more. I'm gonna go into the old Lion's Court strike mission. Muck, why do you choose to play as a rat? First of all, banned. Second of all, I like their animations. They're funny little dudes. Like they got like the wobble because they're top heavy. Also, I'm pretty sure on muscle mass per pound, they're the strongest race. I want you to watch this, all right? Without bending my knees, I can leap over my full height backwards. Norns can't even do that. So I think just like muscle density, I think Asura wins. Like Norns just have lots of muscle. These guys, they got it dense. Kegel, Kegel. There's no comment. Hang on a sec. Hold on. Hold Lion's Court. It's because the Asuran Sitter masses their head. Yeah, there you go. Can you pin the link for the expansion? Yes! There it is right there. Hang on. Let's see, /pin. Boop. Alright, it's pinned. Whee! Thank you for considering using it. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is Lion's Arch when it was in the middle of being attacked, for those who haven't seen it. So it's on fire, and it's getting destroyed and stuff, and this is like the boat buildings getting destroyed. That's the Breachmaker. That is what she hit Lion's Arch with. That is the tip of it that is still in the harbor. That's the thing. That's what she hit us with, for anyone who hasn't seen it. It's a bit, it's a lot. It is a lot. Go ahead, Muck, and solo this since you're here. Oh man, I'm in the wrong build, otherwise I totally would. Huge, yep. She hit us with just the tip. It's, yo, we couldn't even handle that. We couldn't even handle that.
Ready for the new expansion?
I am indeed. Scarlet is crazy. Yes. I loved the smile they put on her face when we finally took her down. It was very Jokerish. Heisen that strike. I'm pretty sure Heisen did solo that strike. I remember him using, I think it was a Mirage, because he was using Moa Signet on those big break bars, because he had to do them solo. Yep. In the end, Scarlet did save us from the dragons. What? No, Scarlet woke up Mordremoth. She didn't save us from him, she woke him up. You can see the old Lion's Arch when you finish the achievement Lion's Memory, and you can enter Lion of the Battle. You can enter the Lion of the Battle when talking to the dudes outside Lion's Arch. Yeah, that's the, it's kind of like a Convergence. It's like a massive open world thing. I did it once. It's like a 50-man instance or something. On the same day, released 2 hours after patch drops. There you go. But she started the events for us to save us from all of them. What? That's like Jesus saying you're gonna go to hell, and you're like, why? And he's like, because of what I'm gonna do to you if you don't do what I say. Like, are you sure you saved me, man? You just came to my front door with all these threats. I don't know about that. After we beat her, she yelled, "I'm getting my dad." Yeah, Mordremoth owes the Pale Lady so much child support. Like for every Sylvari. You can adjust the vertical position of the camera in the settings. Yes. Heisen, wait, what? Heisen is yet to successfully solo a World v World Zerg. Heisen, there's a challenge for you in my YouTube chat. They said get on it. How many of the new convergences do you think we'll have to do for the legendary spear? Maybe we also need 18k. You know what I am praying it does not require? Is tons of fishing. Like, imagine all the time you spend on obsidian armor, but fishing for that whole time period. I'm just hoping to dodge that bullet. I don't want to do that. I'd rather fish. No! Oh my gosh.
How may I assist you?
The fishermen are rising up. I'm praying it doesn't take research notes. Research notes are easy, but annoying. Like, it's a tedious process. Can't turn into a potato right now. That software is currently down. They must change to fishing system. There are many games with a fishing system. They have a fishing system. I just don't like it. Cryptus Essence farming has been the bane of my obsidian armor. I hate it. How about this, Mug? You can fish with spear killing the fish yellow mobs. There we go. Spear fishing. Or if you're an engineer, you should be allowed to do dynamite fishing. Just like throw an explosive into the lake and then just pick up all the fish on the surface. That should be allowed. Do daily catch and EOD daily fishing. It's slower, but you won't have to do a ton of fishing one time. Have you ever spearheaded a swordfish? Yeah, every Saturday. I'd like to see some of the fish drops added to actual fish so I can just attack them. I could deal with a bit of fishing, not favorite, okay. Research notes why. Dude, there's in V Rising. Anyone who knows what V Rising is, but maybe you haven't played it since the early access. In the 1.0 launch of the game, they added a fishing-themed boss in the early game. And he's actually really freaking tough. And it's like, you're fighting him, and he's making puns the whole time. Like, you don't know about my rod, and stuff like that. And he'll, like, spin around and try to, like, you know, like, hit you with a rod, and then, like, he'll try to, like, hit you with the line, and he pulls you in and does a bunch of damage. And then after you get him down to, like, half health, he runs over to the water, and he's like, you've never seen a catch like this. And he throws the line in the water and pulls it out, and, like, pulls up, like, a kraken. And the kraken starts spitting at you. And then, like, he periodically runs the water and pulls out a bunch of piranhas and just throws them at you, or he pulls out pufferfish and throws them. And the pufferfish are just annoying, but if you kill them, they make it a huge explosion. And I was fighting him for a long time. And when I finally killed him, I was like, yes! And then all the mobs died, which meant all the pufferfish in the arena exploded at once, and their, like, chain of explosions killed me. And then I was like, no! So I was frantically running back, because you, when you kill a boss in V Rising, you're a vampire, so you have to, like, drink their blood. And they only remain in the, like, you know, defeated state for a short time for you to do that before they respawn. And so I was, like, frantically running back. I managed to get there in time, but, dude, I got killed by a fisherman. It reminded me a little bit of the lurker below in Serpent Shrine Cavern. Since we have spears, they should include spear fishing, and game Warframe fishing was so good. Warframe, the game where everyone's a robot ninja. Muck, have you ever played Elden Ring? Yes, I beat it. I did it spoiler free. So if you watch my playthrough of Elden Ring today, you'll be like, wow, he missed a lot. And the whole thing is I had never seen anyone else play it when I played it. So there was, but I did clear the main story and all the main story bosses. But yeah, on my second YouTube channel, there's an Elden Ring playlist. Did you see they announced the new Dredge DLC? I sure did. I actually reached out to them. I was like, hey, you sponsored me to play your last 2 DLCs. Would you like to work together again? I'm trying to see if I can get paid to play video games, chat. Living the dream. Yeah, I did reach out to them about that. Warframe is absolutely horrible. Please do not anything Warframe related. Garconius hates Warframe, confirmed. If the mini expansions all have a themed mount, what mount do you want to feature next? Okay, here's the thing. A mount is an answer to a problem. All right, Skimmer is how do I get across this water quickly. Jackal is how do I get through that portal. Skyscale is how do I get over there, right? Roller Beetle is how do I get across that ground fast, okay? What problem do we not have a mount for? I'll tell you. I can't walk on walls. And if we're gonna have a walk on walls mount, my first thought is spider. However, companies are avoiding spiders a lot lately because arachnophobia is the leading fear in the world. My second thought is like a lizard. Like if we were, I don't know, like on the back of a giant iguana or gecko or something. That's my second thought. Gecko mount confirmed? Yes. Give it a little wizard hat, just so people know that it was my idea. Mountain goats? Mountain goats! You can run on walls, but you don't even turn sideways. You just stay vertical. We don't have a mount which gives free mystic clovers. That's a problem. What if it's just like a mastery for the rabbit that it just, after it poos, you can dig through it and try to find clovers? Should be just a man in a spider suit that you ride. It's just Spider-Man if he's giving you a piggyback ride. I just wish for more cool beetle races and expansions. Goat sim skin, just a mountain goat with a tongue hanging out. Lizard thing Obi-Wan is using, and I can't remember which Star Wars movie, but vertically. There you go. How would you simplify Elimut? I think you could only access the elements you suggest. Okay, hold on a sec, hold on. Okay, Catalyst. I talked about this in the video. For those who don't know, I'm gonna say this in a way that everybody can understand. I'll tell you exactly how I would simplify Catalyst, because this isn't even like a huge thing. Just a second. Have you ever played Goat Simulator? No, but I've seen it. I know what it is. How about a snake so we get the full Orochimaru mode? I mean, Orochimaru, like, spat swords out of his mouth. So, okay, hang on a sec. Okay, for anyone who's never played Catalyst, let me show you something. Do you see there's a tiny bar right there? That's their energy bar. Okay? They have to stare that little dark line right there the whole time they're playing it. So first of all, the user interface is trash. Okay? They have to stare at that the whole time. Alright. Second of all, that bar cannot fill up while they have spheres active. Their special thing. Okay? They cannot recharge their skill while their skill is out. And they need to put their skill out to give quickness. Okay? So first of all, the method that they provide quickness to their party, get rid of that. Even if they give it the most boring thing possible, like, you know, make a trait here. Minus 25% to all your damage output, but you now pulse quickness. Boom. They're right there. They no longer have the worst rotation in the entire game. It's a boring fix, but it's better than what they have. Okay? Second thing. Take away the limitation where they can't gain energy while they're using their skills. That's stupid. If that results in, like, it feels bad to play. They can then, if that results in some insane amount of DPS... Look at me, I'm so curvy! Don't interrupt me, I'm ranting. If that results in some insane amount of DPS, they can make, you know, nerfs accordingly later on. But it feels terrible to play right now. But yeah, the quickness application being tied to an ability that you can't recharge while you use the ability, so it's almost impossible to get 100% uptime, and on top of that, it has the worst user interface in the game. Some of those are really easy to fix, it's just they don't want to. Muckas and Ellie main don't play Catalyst. I'm not, I'm just ranting about it, that's all. Why do people want element restrictions and most DPS rotations cycle through only 2 elements? It just, like, just don't attune to water. Wait, what? Well, no, like, for Catalyst, you have a different cooldown on your air sphere, your earth sphere, your water sphere, and your fire sphere. And you gotta cast different spheres to give quickness. It forces you to go through as many elements as possible. You can't just, like, you know, specialize in your favorite one as a Catalyst. In short, make it feel good to play in 2 numbers accordingly. Sure. But, like, for example, there are some classes, like Bladesworn and Chrono, that they can just change one trait, and they're doing less damage and pulsing out of Boon. And you know what? They feel a lot better to play than many of the other classes where they tried to get crazier with the design. So, I feel like they should go back to the drawing board on some of those. Like, again, the quick fix would be to give a Grandmaster trait where you pulse whatever boon, but your damage is reduced by 25%. That is the quick fix to any of these that feel terrible to play. Then you can try to find something more, like, substantial. They did that and people hated it. That's basically how Chrono and Bladesworn and to an extent Berserker are right now, and most people like playing those. Like, everyone loves Herald. Herald literally just pulses its boons out. Like, it is the most desired boon support in any group content. And it has arguably the most boring method of pulsing them. So I don't think it's true to say that everybody hated it. The problem was Druid pulses out of lack? No. Druid, hold on a second, hold on. Okay, here's Druid. Druid has to go into Astral form, which is the only way they can access their big revive and huge heals on people. While in Astral form, you spam abilities to pulse Alacrity. Okay? Then, when you leave Astral form, if someone gets in trouble, you cannot save them as easily because you just gave them Alacrity. The same skills that give Alacrity are tied to your ability to access your glyphs and your huge heals and your huge CC. So you can absolutely have moments where it's like, sorry, I couldn't save you, I buffed you recently. And that that is the only part of Druid that feels terrible to play, is that. As a Ranger main now, how would you counter that part? Don't put Alacrity on Astral Form. Astral Form is a cooldown that flips your glyphs over so that you can access the other half of your abilities at a moment's notice. If you're burning that cooldown often, you never have those on demand. It's just that if you happen to be in Astral Form and the emergency happens then you can save them, but it's luck of the draw, okay? You do not get to use your skills when you need to use your skills in the current setup. They need to have it to where it's not on Astral. For example, before this, Alacrity was on the Spirits. That was boring, but it was fine. I'll take that back over this, absolutely. I would take that back. Or lower the CA cooldown to 2 seconds. No. Here's the thing. They have this thing where they really want to like make every class that has like multiple action bars cycle through all of them as often as possible. Like every high-end Revenant build is swapping Legends on cooldown. They don't save Chalice for when they need stability. Good ones try to line it up so they swap into it during their mandatory swaps to give stability at the right moment. You know, they've got the Elementalists cycling through like all the elements. The Engineers are cycling through all the kits. The Firebrands are cycling through all their tomes. The Druids are cycling in and out of Astral Form, which puts their glyphs on lockdown. That's a design choice. That's not a bug or anything in the game. That's a design choice of theirs that I just, you know, vehemently do not agree with. What if Druid would apply a lack whenever they heal someone regardless of CA? That would be fine. For example, like, you know, just, you can do normal healing with like mace skills, staff skills, regeneration, stuff like that. And you could do that. Muck, the kit argument makes no sense since kits don't have a cooldown. The Astral thing would be fine. Okay, so here's the problem. If Astral had no cooldown, it would be fine. Which is why it felt really good to play Lingering Light, because it takes away the cooldown. But I got friggin' like an army of nerds with torches and pitchforks after me when I tried to play Druid without providing Alacrity with the Lingering Light build. But for those that don't know, like, I'm going to use up my Astral Power right now. Unlike a Necromancer can go back into Shroud when they've got like 10% death juice. A Druid cannot go back into Astral Form unless they have 100% on the bar and this is cooled down, which is a 10-second cooldown. Both of those conditions have to be met. Okay, so look, it's off cooldown, but I don't have 100% on the bar. Still waiting. Okay, you get the idea. Now, it recharges a bit faster in combat, but you have to, like, if I want to AoE res, that cooldown has to be up, that cooldown has to be up, and that bar has to be full. 3 things have to occur. So if we were able to go into Astral Form with like 10% juice, just like a, you know, Death Shroud, then that would take away the problem. But as it is right now, we have to use what is a 10 to 20 second cooldown to give Alacrity, and then we don't have access to our other skills because that thing's on cooldown. How relevant are relics to have a build functional? Relics are sizable. For example, like Thief Relic, I think is like a 6% damage increase to the total output of a DPS build, stuff like that. Relic of the Monk is up to a 10% healing increase to your party. So they're definitely worth going for, but it's maybe not like crucial to do it first. I like the idea of a group with 4 boon DPS and 1 healer, and we should do that again, just ignore the haters. I mean, you could do that, and you will clear the content, it just takes longer. Just because of how the game currently works. Someone depends on the build, but more often they are marginal improvements, not build breaking. If I remember correctly, Elite Spirit gets lower cooldown next balance patch, so that would be better than Elite Glyph. So the Elite Spirit is going from a 2-minute cooldown to a 90-second cooldown. Glyph of the Stars is 48 seconds before Alacrity. So even after they change it, the Glyph will be available twice as often. Additionally, the Glyph provides stability, protection, regeneration, vigor, healing, and revives people. The Spirit has a longer cooldown and does less. So no, the Spirit's mainly going to be used for like Heal Untamed, which doesn't have access to glyphs because those are a Druid thing. So, yeah, the main thing, it's for a druid, I don't think the Spirit of Nature is going to replace Glyph. Bobby says it's even more stupid on Tempest. The trait that makes you give Alacrity prevents you from taking the trait that augments your healing output. I mean, that's kind of like this one. Like, you know, this is the one that's for DPS Condi Druids. This is Alac, and then there's this one that makes it actually feel good to play, but you can never take it. Non-CA Elite Glyph cleanses conditions, unlike CA version. Yep. I didn't mention condition cleansing because that's on the normal version, which I rarely, you rarely would use. But yeah, it used to prevent conditions from hitting them in the first place. So like on Slothosaur, when he was shaking, you could do this, and your whole party could not be hit by conditions during its duration. But they changed it. It still cleanses a lot, but you can use it in a pinch if you need to. Runes give a lot of stats. Would you say relics are worth it enough to warrant going for specific ones? You said, or would it be fine to skip them while working on Legi Relic? I mean, you could just get a relic that kind of does the job, just kind of like, does a little bit, and then you can work on Legendary. And keep in mind, after Soto, they said that the Legendary Relic would no longer automatically get all new relics. So like, let's say you've got the Legendary Relic, and then in the Janthier expansion, there's Relic of Ungabunga comes out. And Relic of Ungabunga is a 10% damage increase and you want it. And it's not going to be on your Legi Relic drop-down menu until you've acquired one Relic of Ungabunga. Then it will be added to your Legendary drop-down menu and you can just destroy the relic you got. So you will have to collect them going forward. Did you already hear about the new Warclaw ability? As far as I know, it was mentioned in interviews, so it's not a leak. No, I haven't heard of it. Good morning, Buck. Hi, Vandal. Yeah, I have to hunt them down. I'm okay, that's the one of the least fix more. Yeah. That's the case now.
Hey, look, it's
I don't think it is.
Birds. How are you today?
What was some of the newest ones? There was like Relic of the Wayfinder or something like that was one of the newer ones. Yeah, like, hang on. Let me see. So if I'm wrong, I'll find out live and I'll correct myself. Okay, here you go, chat. I do not own Relic of the Wayfinder. It is not checked off on the achievement. It is available on my Legendary Relic. So those of you that said that that's the way it is now, you're wrong. So after Soto, that's when you have to collect them. Streamer privilege? It is not streamer privilege. The only relics you get on creation are those that existed on Legendary launch. Nope. With none of your squad getting defeated and escorting NPC with full health remaining, streamer privilege. I never unlocked Relic of Mabon, but I got access to the Legendary Relic. Yep. Yeah, Legi Relic has everything in Soto. Strop away from streamer client. Yeah, all these people here are on the streamer client. How are you liking ANET's new content expansion release schedule? I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Like, keep in mind, when I played this game in Path of Fire, most of us active players thought that we were not getting any more updates. Ever. Maybe Living World. But we still played the game because we liked it that much. So when they were like, hey, we're making End of Dragons, we were like... it was like a shocking but awesome moment. We didn't think we were getting any more. So the fact that they're announcing, yeah, we're going to consistently keep giving you new content, that's fantastic. Obviously, some content's better than others, but I'm excited that we're getting something on a consistent basis, Are you doing strikes or raids today? Probably gonna make myself learn another DPS today, and I'm gonna hate every second of it. I use your affiliate link to secure my future in the game. I do not make it to all streams, so thanks for the entertainment. Thank you for using my link. That is a huge help. Yes, chat. If any of you happen to be picking up Janthier for the standalone client, I do have the referral link pinned at the top of the chat. I don't know why my pin's not working on the YouTube side, but exclamation GW2 plus brings it up if it's needed. Let's see. This is the article I mentioned about the Warclaw ability. Don't know if you want to read it or not. Let's see. I mean, MMORPG.com. This is like a public thing. So let me see. Control F, Warclaw. Tame and ride the Warclaws. They have a double jump ability to navigate through rocky terrain. That's it? Okay, so Warclaws are getting double jump. Neat. Yeah, it's not a leak if it's in like this publication thing. Cool. I want to make a joke about using code Mukluk at checkout for 0% off, but I also don't know what... Yeah, don't. Because there is a promo code thing at checkout on their site, but it's for coupons. And it's not where you put the creator's name. You would have to use my link to open the shop for it to count for me. Warclaws or Demon Hunters confirmed? No, Demon Hunters are Yoshi confirmed.
Love your streams and your tutorials. I use non-stop.
Non-stop. I'm just always on a second monitor teaching him how to clean those baggy waggies. Thank you, Manthro. That is a huge help. You are my target audience. You know what, chat? A special shout out. A fella in our community. Let me see. Is it still loading the page? There we go. All right, check this out. This is the website. You know what? It would look better on the other monitor. One sec. Let me do this. Okay, this is the Mukluk Labs website. So we got it. It's hosted by a new person. A new person is handling the hosting now. And on it, we've got like any holiday guides are going to be pinned up here for new players. And then also, look, do you see those? He made. I didn't ask him to do this. It's Dragon Bash confetti. It's the Dragon Bash icon, and he makes it like just blow past. And every holiday has its own confetti for the main page. So that's like just a new random thing he did. Additionally, he updated the... Oh, I'm gonna have to check on that. I'm gonna send him a screenshot on that. I'm doing Q&A right now. Okay. Whenever I add a new video to my YouTube channel, and it is... Move that over here. Fortunately, nothing personal there. Whenever I add something to the YouTube channel and I put it in a playlist, it's instantly added on the website. It will no longer take days to get stuff added to the website. So I'm excited about that. Can you adjust the confetti intensity? It's just, it blot out the whole sun. One sec. Let's see. At mail, saw this today. Okay, I have reported to the bug. Anyway, it's really cool. It's also going to save me about $200 a year on the hosting. So that's nice for me and my wallet. Thought I had eye floaters. Not today. Not today. First time here, Mug. Good to see you. And you as well, Georgely. Thank you. Yeah, the website always, you know, it ran at a loss because I didn't have any ads there. You know, it didn't say, click here to play, my lord, with some busty orc on the left-hand side. It ran at a loss, but it was, I basically justified it by doing the Patreon. So the patrons basically paid for the website. So it's not Squarespace. Not anymore. It was up until this point. Still have my domain through Squarespace, though. Alright. Let's get this over with. Alright. What are we learning today? I am going to make a poll. I am going to pick some classes. What do I learn? I'm going to pick some classes that don't have quickness or alacrity as part of their kit. So, HoloSmith. Which one have we already done? Hang on a second. We've already done Reaper, Weaver, Dragon Hunter, Virtuoso, and Vindicator. So there should only be 4 left. Oh, I'm weaving! Oh! Wait, it's over. It's over. So Spellbreaker, Daredevil, HoloSmith, Soul Beast. Is that it? I think those are the only ones. Alright, so for the ones that are pure DPS and cannot offer any essential boons to a group, these are the remaining ones. Alright, starting a poll. And for anyone on the YouTube side who wants to, like, open the Twitch chat just to vote, there's a link to the Twitch chat just for a second. Okay. Alright, let's see what people pick. I'm not gonna say the one I don't want to do, because I did that last time and then everybody voted on it. Like, it overwhelmingly won. I was like, man, I would hate to play Weaver today. I think they should limit sky scale in a way to make people explore the map on foot before they finish an achievement map related, though. You're saying, like, get map comp before you can fly there? I don't know. Like, World of Warcraft did that. Like, every expansion. And right now, I think is their, like, most well-received expansion, and they gave people sky scales as soon as they entered. I don't really miss that. Isn't that what FF14 does? I don't know. I haven't played enough FF14. You posted the stream manager. Wait, what? No?
But we need
That was a link to chat.
potatoes.
Let's chat.
Potato, boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Okay. HoloSmith wins with 41% of the votes. God, freaking HoloSmith. The only one that has a class mechanic that if you play it bad enough, you set yourself on fire. Alright. Alright. Let's see. How do we do this? Let me see if Gilgen has one. Alright, Gilgen, Guild Wars 2, builds, PvE raids. Not a fan of Holo. That's probably the one I wanted to do least. Let's see. Alright, so Gilgen has a power Holo, but not a Condi one. What about Snowcrows? Build, engineer. There is a Condi Holo on Snowcrows with a 5. Yeah, dang it, they didn't. There's so many things on the Snowcrows website they have changed because I gave them input. This right here, this column, I told them, I was like, dude, I didn't know what this column was. Like, is this like a funometer? Like, the more pips, the more fun? I didn't know what this was for years. And they're like, no, it's how difficult it is. I'm like, maybe you should put that at the top of the freaking column. They haven't updated that though. They didn't listen. Alright, so Power Holo is 3 fun meter. Condi Holo is fun 5. Hover over it. I realize that, but that's not good website design. If you've got a bunch of stuff on your website that people don't know what they are and you have to mouse over all of them to see explanations, that's not good design. Okay. How much damage do they do? Wow, their website's crawling right now. 43 to 44k. Okay, what about Condi Holo? 42 to 43. Oh, nice. So it's way more work for less damage. Wow. If I want to do more work for less damage, I'll just play Catalyst. Thank you. Okay. All right. So Power Holo it is. All right. We're playing Power Holo. Okay. Let me get to the testing room. Oh, shoot. Chat, it's Thick Mario. Why am I like this? Dude, he's so tall. Look at this char. Oh my goodness. We are blessed. What website are you using to look at those builds? I just bounced through 2 websites. Guildgen.com and snowcrows.com. Like, I'm seeing vids that some guy are soloing Cairn. How are able to get inside alone? Is it creating a 10-man team? Yeah, it's the same way. Just a few minutes ago, I walked into the Old Lions Court Strike mission alone. You make a 10-man group, and then you just walk in, even if you're alone. It's fine.
practice. If you have any questions, I'm all ears.
Alright. This build appears to be missing. Oh, this is the build. Okay, any of you who saw the Obsidian Armor Guide may remember this. I forgot about this armor set. Yeah. Okay, this guy needs some clothes. Alright, let's see. Copy equipment, paste. Okay. Looks weird, but it's something. Alright. Let's see. Power Hollow. Okay. Full Berserker. Alright, that's easy. What is he using? Sword Shield. Sword Shield. Okay. Hold on. I don't know, it's something, just to make it match a little more than it was. Let's see, is it power? It's power, it's power. Alright, full Berserker, okay. Let's see, customize, Berserker, apply to all armor. Rune of the Scholar. Scholar, apply to all armor. Okay, this stuff, Burrs, apply to all armor. And this stuff, Burrs, apply to weapons. And Sigil of Force. And Sigil of Impact. Okay. Mug, is there a way to retain equipment settings between tabs? Like equipment template 1, I want back item to show, but not on 2. Is there a way to do this? I guess not. I think you're the first person ever asked me that. Yeah, I guess not. Sorry. Invisible backpack? Oh, yeah, that's right. There's like a cat cloak that doesn't actually show on your back. You could use that skin on that one tab. True, true, true. Relic of the Fireworks. Let's see. Fireworks. Okay. Bowl of spicy, sweet and spicy butternut squash soup. I think I'm gonna have to buy some of that. Spicy. Spicy! Yeah, I don't have that. Okay. Bowl of sweet. Alright, give me like 5 of those. And superior sharpening stones. Superior sharp. And like 5 of those. Okay, and let's go over here for a second. Personal trader, grab that. Oh, 88 gold, nice. Probably from just selling home instant stuff. People want the leather. Okay, build. Let's see, build. Hollow. Guns. Bombs. Alright. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Alright. And then stopwatch, grenade, chakram, birthday cake, and fire and laser. Alright. Let's see. Oh my gosh. The first ever Hollow Muck. Very rare collectible, chat. Do not steal. Yo, his eyes look weird. Because that eye infusion. Wait, what? What? What just happened? Why is the only thing hollow my crotch? Look, it's heating up. Oh, it's getting hot. Oh my gosh. Welcome to HoloSmith, I guess. Where the only thing that heats up is my loins. Oh, there we go. Wait, what's happening now? Oh, now my crotch is red. HoloSmiths, y'all are weird. Freaking perverts. Alright. Okay. We got the build. What's next? Let's see. Move those down here. Alright, how do I play? Alright, let's look at our traits. Explosive Insurance. Your first attack when entering combat explodes. This ability refreshes after a dodge. Strike damage dealt increases when above 75% health. You do 10% more damage. Explosions grant stacking ferocity when they hit. Deal increased strike damage to foes with a lower health percentage than you. Hitting with an explosion heals you over a few seconds. Okay. Firearms. Critical hits have a chance to cause bleeding. Increased critical hit chance against enemies within 450 range. You have increased critical strike chance against bleeding foes. Critical hits on foes within the range threshold have a chance to grant Fury. Fury grants you Ferocity. Bleeding you inflict grants increased duration. Increased strike damage for every condition on a foe. Ah, that means if I am doing a test on this, I need to not add every condition in the game onto the foe, because that would be not accurate anymore. On other classes, it usually doesn't matter. Overheat. Let's see. Reaching the heat maximum results in self-damaging explosion. Photon Forge is disabled until heat is lost. Other tool belt skill cooldowns are increased. Okay. Solar Focusing Lens. Your first 2 attacks after entering or exiting Photon Forge inflict burning and deal increased strike damage. This bonus is also granted if you overheat. Gain health per unit of heat lost. Corona Burst grants a barrier for each target struck. While Photon Forge is active, your outgoing strike damage is increased based on current heat. Maximum damage increase 22%. Increases max heat capacity. While above 100% heat, periodically gain might. Some skills and traits gain additional heat tiers. Okay. For comparing your DPS numbers to Snowcrow ones, you need to add all condies. Well, then that's not a legitimate test, because the mobs are not feared 100% of the time. Let's see. Spawn a Golem, average, additional options, add condies. Alright. Bleeding, burning, confusion, poison, torment are all reasonable. Chill, cripple, immobilize depending on who's in the group. Do 25 stacks of Vuln. Blind, slow, and weakness are absolutely not permanently up. Spawn my golem. Alright, so that's 9 condies. Okay. Alright.
Welcome.
And boons.
If you have any
Adjust self.
questions, I'm
Do
all
I have
yours.
anything giving me damage per boon? I don't think I do. So I can just do all of them. I'm booning. Oh! Alright. Have not played Holo in actual years. What does this thing do? Create rotating laser blades to damage nearby foes. What the hell was that? Fire holographic blades at foes within range. Oh, it's this thing. I see this in PvP sometimes. I always thought they were just summoning a dance floor. Okay. And then F3, you throw swords and do fireworks. And then this. Yo, what's the attack range on this? Really? I could melee from here? Surprising. Alright. 2 is a leap. 3 is like a whirlwind thing. 4 is the gun. Okay. Ow, I'm taking damage. Alright. Respawn it. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Skill rotation. Forge 3 and 4 and lots of 1s. Get to 100 heat and then do the burst combo. Okay, hold on. Where's 100 heat? It's this line right here, I think. Alright, so 3, 4, and then just lots of 1s. Hard DPS. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, I'm doing 50% more damage than a catalyst. After 100 heat, laser disc, prime light beam, grenade barrage, detonate mines, blade burst, forge 3 and 4 if you won't overheat, then leave forge. Oh, I need to be in forge during all of that? Oh my god. Alright, this is gonna take a few tries. Alright, so I run in, summon mine, forge 3, 4, and then lots of 1. Okay, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, 3, and then leave forge. No, leave forge! I hit the leave forge! There we go, okay, we're fine. No, we're not fine. I think I overheated. Alright, and then sword 2, grenade 2, 4, 5, and then lots of sword 1. Alright, so hollow, 3, 4, prepare the mines, 3, 4, alright, do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and then leave forge, 2, grenade, 2, 4, 5, and... Oh no, 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 leave forge, stop, stop forging, stop forging! Oh my lord. This guy wants to die. He craves death. So if you accidentally enter forge, there's like a 5-second cooldown before you can get out of it. Wait, no. No, I didn't mean to clear the settings. Oh my god. The setting, add conditions. Fucking hell. There we go. Alright, that's it. Okay. Let's see. Mine, that, 3, 4. Alright. We're out of it. And then grenade, 2, 4, 5. Well, 30k DPS. Alright, so we've broken 30k in like 3 attempts. That's pretty good. Let's see. How did I do with the others? Hold on a sec. So, I was able... Yeah, on Weaver, I hit 30k sometimes. So I'm already doing better than Weaver. And that was after like 2 hours on Weaver. Still got a bit to go to reach the other numbers. Time for 40k in 4 attempts? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Alright. No, it overheated. Dude, I hit the button. Oh my god. Why did it not leave? I absolutely hit the button. Try this again. Please preheat for the love of HoloSmiths. I'm dying. Hi, dying. I'm dad. Now we're both in pain. Alright. Friggin' preheat. Why preheat? Alright, yeah, let me just tell the other 9 members of my group to wait until the perfect moment to pull. Guys, don't pull yet. I'm preheating. I'm being a high maintenance individual. Please hold on. Mm. 3, 4, 5 to preheat? No, because then they'll be on cooldown. Alright, here we go. Wait, what the heck? Why did it put me into... Dude. God, this class. I left HoloForge before I went into Grenade Kit. But it put me back in HoloForge when I left Grenade Kit. I don't know why. Quick tips. If you're having trouble leaving Forge, swap to Kit pulls you out of Forge. No, it freaking doesn't. Because I just went to Kit, left Grenade Kit, and ended up back in Forge. That's I just proved that wrong. It's because skill 3 is pulsing. Read sword skills. Strike your foe and inflict Vuln. This does more damage based on your heat. Strike at foes in front of you and launch a blade of light at your target. Launch extra blades based on heat level. Leap to your target and create an arc of light that strikes nearby foes. Gain quickness based on heat level. I've read my sword skills, Malbidon. In Forge? Then that's not a sword skill! Read the 3. Strike nearby foes and begin to store up energy. Gain boons and heat each pulse. After charging, the energy explodes, inflicting condis on nearby foes. That doesn't prevent me leaving Forge right now. When it detonates, it does additional heat, which can push you to maximum. Got it. Maybe that's it. Okay. Alright. Oh, shoot. It's still... Hang on. Let's see. Remove Golem, respawn it, just to reset the fight. Alright, so... Alright. 2... No, just through the forge up. Okay. Alright, so am I just trying to keep my heat as close to 100 as possible at all times after the fight gets rolling? The dummy is dying too fast. If you didn't have this invisible forge glitch, it would be much clearer that you didn't drop back into forge. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Go back and forge around 50. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna give it double health. Alright. Should play between 50 and 145 heat to give you enough room for a Coronaverse. I do appreciate these learning builds a lot, but it also pains me a bit that some of my guildies are playing a build for weeks and still do 50k DPS as a class while you get 30k rather fast. Like, real talk, like, the first thing I do, if I'm learning a build that I don't know how to play, first thing I do is go find someone who does, right? In this case, I usually go to Guildgen. I like how she does explanations, right? Like, there's these little explanations right here. So I just usually read this, and then that's what I'm trying to do. If that doesn't do it for me, I'll go to Snowcrows, and I'll look here. I usually go to Guildgen first, because I find this crap a lot harder to read than this. So, but basically, the point is, there's multiple sources of this information. You're wearing too much clothing, you're overheating. You just want to see me naked again. Alright, so... Da-da-da, and da-da, 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 da-da. Why am I back in Holo? Why am I back in friggin' Forge? I left Forge before I went into Kit. This is not as bad as Weaver or Catalyst. This is so stupid. Alright. Is it a DPS loss to use the 2 or the 5? Oh shoot, that was a misclick. That was absolutely me. I went back into Forge by clicking on it by accident on that one. Why are you not using why are you not doing DPS Catalyst? Because I have standards. And I love myself. Alright, I'm waiting on the heat to drain out. I overheated. New sword in the shop. What, like a new skin? Disguised umbrella sword. Oh my gosh. I'm guessing it's an umbrella on your back or on your hip and then it becomes a sword after. Okay. Alright. Okay, heat's going down. Okay, it's at 50. Boards 3 and 4. F3, F2. That thing. Leaf Forge, 2. Grenade kit, 2, 4, 5. Leaf grenade kit. 2 again. And 2 again. Go back into Forge, 3. 4, F3, F2. Forge. Laser disc for the max damage. I don't need to be in Forge, right? I just need to be above 100 heat. Correct. Okay. Thank you. Feel like, you know, play Helldivers? There's a weapon in that game called the Railgun, and you could turn the safety off and charge it up to do, like, huge shots, but you have to, you hold down the trigger, and then you release it right before the weapon explodes in your hand, but if you're, like, a millisecond late, it explodes and you kill yourself. This feels like a class for people that enjoy that weapon. I just messed up. I'm gonna overheat. I had to 100% stop attacking there to not overheat. I should have let my heat get lower there. I had too much left. Dude, I'm still not getting the graphic. It's not, like, consistently showing on me. It's weird. Like, it would be easier to tell if my character was, showing it the whole time. You're entering Forge early? Yeah, I realized that. I'm trying to fix it. Guys, can you recommend me to start playing Guild Wars 2 as a beginner right now? Yeah, absolutely. Guild Wars 2 is doing great. It, as much as some people meme about it being a dead game, it's actually near the peak of the player count that it's ever been at. It's doing quite well. They're consistently doing updates. They just got, you know, they've got a lot more funding now than they used to have. It's good. It's fantastic right now. If you have a few minutes, that video right there shows what this game is doing that many other MMOs are failing to do. And the graphic just went away. This. Damage is not as high as I'd like it to be, but... Wait, what? Okay, that was one of those moments where I thought I left Forge, and then I was back in it, and I don't know when I went back in it. So then I started burning. I don't think you left at that time. Well, I guess I thought I clicked the key. Try to use Thief Relic. You seem to release fireworks a lot. What is this one? Upon dealing strike damage with a weapon skill with a recharge time of 20 seconds or more, to increase strike damage for duration. 20 seconds or more. Literally, Blade Burst and Grenade Barrage are the only ones that qualify for that. So I could use, on Offhand pistol. So the shield right now is doing nothing. It's just, it offers 2 CC abilities and 2 blocks. Like, it's 2 blocks and then they can be used for CC. The offhand pistol would be a bit more damage. We could try the Thief Relic. What was this? That was impact. Photon wall instead of throw mine. What is photon wall? A defensive barrier appears in front of you that blocks you and your allies from incoming attacks. Reactivate Exceed to fire the barrier at foes as an attack. The skill grants projectile reflection if you're above the heat threshold. So you just push it. Okay. Alright. So, basically, I was able to really quickly get to 30k, seeing what Guild Gen had to say. I'm looking at what Snowcrow says now to see if there's anything different. They do indeed have Photon Wall. And they do indeed have Pistol. There's a note that says use Shield and throw mine if there's CC. Which would be the Guild Gen setup. Opener, Shrapnel Grenade, Forge, Corona Burst, Blade Burst, Particle Accelerator. What is Particle Accelerator? This can fire a crippling bolt of light at your target. Allies the bolt passes through get swiftness. Projectile velocity and damage increase above the heat threshold. It just throws bolt. Okay. Photon Wall, Grenade Barrage, Launch Wall, Laser Disc, Photon Blitz, Prime Light Beam, Auto Chain. Corona Burst, deactivate Photon Wall. Use Laser Disc and Prime Light Beam off cooldown. Blowtorch should be the first and last skill outside of Photon Forge. The next loop, it should be used after Radiant Arc in an alternating pattern. What the fuck? Okay. Alright. Oh, I forgot about the new wall thing. Not used to that. We're staying over 30k now. We definitely got a few thousand from this. Oh. He got a little too low there. We're just barely sitting at the 30k line. I went back into Forge too early on that one. Managed to recover though. Food. Oh, the food wore off. No! I would totally be 50k DPS if the food hadn't worn off, but you know. You know how it is, guys. You know how it is. Alright. You basically cast a wall, cast grenades, and then you can release the wall. They have almost the same cooldown. What are you trying now, Muck? I don't know, but it's not great. Honestly, it's not bad. The amount of time I've had to put into this to get above 30k is reasonable, right? It's just a very punishing class. And what I mean by that is if you accidentally overheat, you hit yourself like a truck because you explode, and then 2, you're locked out of your most powerful abilities for like an hour.
Feel free to approach the console and begin
I've seen someone using some webpage to analyze encounter logs. I forgot the name. Arc DPS can do that. Alright, so it'd be like make wall, barrage, throw wall, 3, 4. Okay, do that, and do that, and do that, and then leave that. And do 4, 5. Okay. Two, 4. Need to use the razor blade thing. Alright. I'm making some mistakes, but I think I've got the general gist of it. Oh, and I accidentally overheated there, but... when Muck's starting to fight a bot, it's time to go. Yeah. Okay. Condi Hollow is meant to overheat? Condi Hollow, from what I got a glance at it, it had way more stuff to learn for the rotation. And it also did less damage by a small margin. Not a lot, but a small margin. You say it's meant to overheat? That's such a dead weight. That can't be right, can it? Overheat now blasts damage to nearby foes and no longer does its initial damage to you. Okay. Okay. I thought you were just gonna hurt yourself and give your healer more work to do. I was like, what? Yeah, this is a lot more text than the other one. This is a trait that makes overheat good. Got it. Let's see. Now blast damage near my foes no longer does damage to you. The tool belt recharge penalty for overheat is reduced. He can only be lost after overheating. Okay. Condi Hollow. Yeah, Condi any engineer is like flamethrower kit, bomb kit, grenade kit, mortar kit, and then your weapons, and then with photon forge. So you got like 5, 6 weapons to juggle. I'm a Condi Hollow main. I'm sorry. Please know that everyone else has it better. I'm just kidding. I'm used to saying that to Catalyst. Yeah. All right. Let me go back. Condi mech only uses bomb kit. We weren't talking about mech. You're allowed to skip frost grenades at the moment. Save it for when you need range. Hello, Cross. Alright. Okay. My fear on this... Alright, when I was playing Chrono for the first time, and I went into a strike, I was having to stare down here at the little, like, shatter minigame the whole time. And I felt like I was playing a mobile game down in the corner. Like, I was doing Subway Surfers down here, not playing Guild Wars 2. I feel like this is gonna be the same. Now, granted, that goes away with experience, because you get more of a feel for it. But I feel like on this run, I'm gonna be just staring at this stupid Heat game the whole time. Ugh. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I embarrass myself. Is Hammer Holo bad? No clue. This is my first time putting serious effort into learning Holo, and I'm just following guides from other people that are smarter than me on this topic. Okay. The Wizard's Tower. Alright, just got here. Did you try throw mines? Yeah, I started with throw mines, then we changed it. Okay. So far the most fun I've had from Soto is probably the inner Naos map meta. Really? You might be the first person to tell me that. Well, there's no forge visual glitch. Your character's color is a great indicator of your heat level.
Mukluk hi.
Unfortunately, it just keeps coloring my crotch and my face and nothing else. I don't know why. This reminds me of the first time I played Berserker. Berserker is supposed to have this, like, flames on their bar when they go into Berserk mode. And that day, there was a bug, and the flames were in front of the buttons. And I couldn't see any of the buttons when I was in Berserk. And it was awful, because of the UI. And this is similar. Like, this is not giving me the visual indicators I need. Challenge mode unlocked. Yeah, it was like... It's like, when we play Vermintide on Monday nights sometimes, chat has a thing they can sometimes do called Act on Instinct, and it takes away our UI. Like, our HUD. So, we have no idea if we're low health, if we're out of ammo, like, we can't tell. And it's like, yeah, I had to learn Berserker with Act on Instinct. Okay, Hollow Forge graphic kept breaking. Okay. Felt like Helldivers Railgun Gaming. Alright, those are my notes so far. Okay. Chat, would any of you on EU be interested in doing daily strikes? Easy money. I will go in and be a deadweight Hollow Forge DPS and try to learn this build while you guys carry me. If you've been playing your DPS build for a very long time and I beat you, then it's time to go back to the training room. All right? That's what this is about. Test your might. That's a cool sword. Where did I get this? Eagle Eye Sword. Oh, okay. Do I have anything in here? Freaking candy cane. Oh, I got the lightsaber. There we go. Bzzz. What's a good hollow pistol? The super pistol. Oh, it makes the funny noises. Oh, I guess it doesn't do it for... No, blue again. When is Guild Wars 2 on sale? I don't know when the next sale is. Okay, let's see. Tessa says healer. Let's see. Soon says quick heal. Okay. Slash squad. Tessa, a lack or quick for you? Question mark. Tessa just said healer. I don't know if they're a lack or quick. Holo will be fine next patch. Oh, that kind of makes me wish that we hadn't done this today. We're already this deep into it. I didn't think about the patch that was going to change Holo. Because by this video will take time to get made, so by the time it comes out, like, the patch will be out, probably. Let's see. Alright, Eonway can do quick DPS. Alright, Eonway do quick DPS. Tessa do Alack heal, please. Soon is quick heal. Stella, can you Alack DPS, please? And then when we chat, we have room for one more. Alright, what's the daily today? Cosmic Observatory.
Hello.
Okay. Alright. And we got room for one more if any people on the EU servers would like to join. Have you not looked at the part 2 Rose leveling video yet? I have not seen it yet. I have not watched it yet. I tried to space it out. I'm trying to not have my community just like yell at me for being just a total React streamer. So I'm trying to like space out the React videos. But it's on my to-do list. Mug, don't forget your AA. I'm not an alcoholic. What? Okay, so I'm not stupid for not finding it. No. No, not for this specific reason. You're not stupid. Alright, putting the DPS in groups. Alright. Astral Acclaim. Oh, yes, the... Ah! Everyone's favorite currency.
Get away from me.
Do I still have food buff? I got 18 minutes on it. Alright. Hello, Monkey Chat. Hi, Arcadian. Alright, here we go. Professional Holo. Here we go, chat. Ah, no! I was between people, and they did not split up very fast. Well, now we just gotta reheat, because we're all cooled off. You didn't use your EOD? What, my end of day? AED? Those are different letters. You can't just use random letters and then be like, Mug, you don't know what I'm talking about? Dude, I left Forge. I hate this class. Oh man, it's too bad whenever I summon my wall, I just throw it into the garbage and I never have it for when I need it. It'd be a real shame if I had a projectile blocking wall right now. Noxxi, delete all this footage. We don't need any of this. Just get this out of here. Oh my god. Nice, she went invulnerable right when I did my strongest attack. I was gonna catch up there. Oh no. Who put a no-no puddle right under the boss? That was bad and you should feel bad.
If you don't stun her, we have no other options.
I didn't bring any CC, good luck. Everyone told me to put the shield away and bring pistol. Forge 5 is CC. I don't know what that does, because everybody just told me don't hit Forge 2 or 5, they're bad. That's what y'all said. So that's all my knowledge on Forge 2 and 5. Is that they're bad. I would have told you to bring a shield. Yeah, the Guild Gen guide said to run shield. And I had that at first, and then chat was like, pistol's more damage, so I changed to pistol. And, oh hey, it's actually showing my whole character in the forge now. Alright. Noxxi, we don't need any of this footage, you can just throw this one out. Alright, let's go to the next one. Let's go to our first strike. Let's go to the next first strike. Forge 2 is a gap closer, Forge 5 is CC. If you're under 100 heat, you can use them, of course. Do it again post-patch. Meh. 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 In the new patch, is the rotation changing at all? Or is it just going to be the same rotation with bigger numbers? Do we know? What DPS builds have you tried until now? Hang on, going to Arborstone. Like, pure DPS? I've tried these so far. Reaper, Weaver, Dragon Hunter, Virtuoso, and Vindicator. I've tried those so far. As far as most fun, Vindicator was kind of silly. You know, just bouncing all over the place. I absolutely felt like a drain on my group's resources, like all the healing I was requiring and stuff like that. But it was kind of fun. I would say, though, I did not have more fun on any of the pure DPS than I did on the boon DPS. Because part of my fun comes from being useful to the party. And I don't feel as useful to the party. Canning Overlook. Do you think Ranger will ever get a pet that gives stability? No clue. Right now, if they did, then Heal Untamed would have an option to give their group stab. Right now, they don't have that option. We need full Catalyst stream. Why don't I just record, you get the recording of when I was getting a root canal? That's more entertaining. What Bloodshot add-on is the one with the sexy zone pop-ups, by the way? Oh, you have a good eye. No one's ever noticed that before. That's called Regions of Tyria. That is a module in Bloodshot. So look, I'm not, like, I'm going, like, in and out of the hollow stuff. What is going on? Oh, I guess we should hit him.
Usually I prefer to handle these matters in private. But as deathbeds go, you could do worse. Enjoy the view!
No, don't put the number on me. I'm doing damage. Ah, lost all my heat there.
I represent Kanto's future.
Greetings, good luck with the HoloSmith. Hello, Shala. It's already going terrible. Thank you. You gonna like Scourge DPS then?
Best part of the job.
Yeah, Scourge, I don't anticipate a problem with Scourge, because I've greatly enjoyed Scourge boon support, and I have greatly enjoyed, sorry, hang on. Heal support and DPS support Scourge.
You know who you're dealing with? No need to be ostentatious now. It's unbecoming. You think you're any match for me?
We had like 2 people that had bombs that just stayed in the group. I honestly think they might have had a harder time seeing they had the bombs because I had Laserdisc active. Which means that I could have been basically team sabotage there because they had a holo. Don't give them excuses? No, I'm just calling it like I see it. It's just like if you got an Untamed doing the big fart clouds in the group, people make more mistakes because they can't see stuff. I think this is similar.
You're the boss. Ready? Aim.
Right. At best.
Whoa. What happened there? Just a friendly snipe between friends?
Right. At best.
you goons. I'll dispose of you myself.
Oh my god. I just learned something. If you enter HoloForge on the zipline, you fall through the zipline. You can leave HoloForge on the zipline fine, and it doesn't mind that. But if you enter it on the zipline, you just fall. Oh boy. Okay.
Enough! Enough! I concede.
Ugh. Good thing it's not CM. Yeah, I've actually never beat this on CM. Koenig Overlook, I went to it on CM like the day it came out. Spent like 4 hours there with the pug. We didn't get it. And then I went another day and spent a bunch of hours with the pug and we didn't get it. And then I just stopped going. Because every time I went, I had to basically retrain up a new group of people. I did have one time where I did Koenig Overlook and it was bugged and there was no music. And it really kind of lets you feel how long the strike is. It's like 10 to 15 minutes of just silence and thunk, thunk, thunk. Grunt. Hello, Mr. Mug. Hi, Gulk. You should play Kata and have fun. I really wish I could. I wish I could. Alas. I have too many brain cells, or not enough. I'm not sure which. Sure, pigs. That's because you were doing it with a pug. You should have taken a bigger dog or an angrier, smaller one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I read the first sentence, and then I did not anticipate how that second sentence was gonna go. Sword 3 is a nice movement skill. Good distance leap followed by swiftness. Real talk, is there any other class's elite specialization mechanic that's as punishing as if you accidentally overheat and you didn't mean to?
Be careful up there. Conditions have gotten worse since Spangar left. You'll have to find another.
Like, as a whole, this isn't bad to play. I just suck at it. But I'm actually honestly curious. Like, you know, on Scourge, if you accidentally hit F4, nothing bad happens. I personally use Throw Mine instead of Wall because it's also good damage but huge CC.
This storm isn't normal. Blocking us from following Vanguard makes you wonder
Sure,
if it's intentional and who's pulling the strings.
Watch yourself out,
Harb?
Commander.
Harb does lower their maximum HP by about 10,000 when they've got max blight stacks. Oh god. But overheating is this. You can just straight up kill yourself. Or you're locked out of all your stuff for like 10 seconds plus. Dude, what? Dude, you guys hear me pressing the space bar. Whatever, I can just take the teleporter. I feel like my jumps just sometimes don't jump on that puzzle. I don't have that issue on any other JP in the game.
You're being a distraction.
I thought max blight was 25. Yeah, but if you're running gear that gives you like 25k health, you go down to like 15. I made a mistake. I had to completely turn off my attack there because I was about to overheat. This is it. This is your moment. Do 45k DPS. I think I need more mobs to cleave to get that high. My food buff was wearing off.
Sounds like that worked out.
Anyway, does your daily routine video have that Soto Park spot included?
If someone's responsible, it wasn't that thing.
I think I do.
Head on back. I'll send more
I think it
scouts
does show
later.
the Soto spots in that video. Let's find out together. Mukluk here, and I cannot stand. Shut up, me. Yeah. Yeah, it does show some Soto spots. Yep. What's the mod you use to get the DPS counter? It's called Arc DPS. If you do exclamation mark add-ons in my chat, there's a link to an add-ons guide page, and Arc is on there. I recommend, there's an Arc video on how to use it, but there's another video on an add-on manager that honestly, I find it easier to keep it updated with that than the method in the Arc video, so both of those are useful. Bears. Mukluk cannot stand. My legs! They took my legs! This is odd. I noticed you get the name of the area pop up on your screen after loading. I never had that. Yeah, if you go into the options, there's actually a checkbox for super sexy login screens. And you need to check... I'm lying. It's an add-on. It's called Regions of Tyria. It is a module included in the Blish HUD add-on. Exclamation mark Blish if you would like to download it. It's just a fun thing. Oh, bears.
All will be preserved, dreamer. Guide the arrows, my claw.
That was close, chat. Wait. Oh, no, I did overheat. No! I thought I stopped it just in time. Stupid railgun. Meh. You were in second place on phase 2. Yeah. I was cleaving. Then I overheated. Weird that your clothes aren't getting the hollow skin. Yeah, it'd probably help me a bit if it worked. While we were at add-ons, what's the name of the Pretty Circle Mount add-on? That is, I think it's called Mounts and More. It is in, it is also in Blish HUD. For those that don't know what Blish HUD is, it's kind of like a library, and it's got like 50 different add-on modules in it, and you can just check and uncheck the ones you want, and it'll set them up for you. It does all the work for you. So you just have to learn how to set up Blish HUD, and then that's it. It'll do everything else. And one of them is called Mounts and More, and it makes that wheel so you can access all your mounts from one button instead of 9 different buttons. How legal is fast load DLL? I know nothing about that, so I'm not going to give any advice on that. Hi. Thank you.
Dream with me. It's time.
That's what I think of every time he says it's time. I use my numpad for the mounts. If we get another mount, I'm screwed. Oh boy. Radio mount menu is nice because if you choose to, you can put like the Jadebot teleport there. You could put like the skiff there. I never use the skiff. I just use the skimmer, so I don't care. But it's an option. Did it freaking... God dang it. I turned that off. I swear there's so many times I input the leave HoloForge button and it doesn't actually work.
You fought so hard, but your long day has ended.
Yeah. It kicks you out of Forge. You entirely missed the point of what I just said. I'm saying there's times I'm pressing the button to leave Forge. It doesn't. It stays in Forge a bit longer, and then it overheats and kicks me out, and then I'm locked out. Let's see. Pledge says, do you have guides for crafting? I'm new to Guild Wars 2 and looking for tips. Yeah, I do. Hang on a sec. Let me find it for you. Made that one a few years ago, but it's still accurate. Guide to Crafting Basics in Guild Wars 2. There you go. That is a guide to the basics of crafting and a bunch of resources related to it. Could it be you're re-entering Forge after switching to Kit? Didn't do it that time. I'm not sure. I would have to go back to and watch the VOD really closely to see what happens. Because, like, if you hit a button, even if it doesn't, like, accept it, you should see me mashing it. And then I'd be able to see, like, what is going on. I'm not sure. Wait, we just did Franier. Whisper. You can leave HoloForge directly with Grenade Kit and is an instant cast. Hold on a sec. So if I'm in Forge, even Grenade Kit gets a cooldown. And then I go into Kit, and then I leave Kit. It does go back to normal. I think Sword 2 was higher in the priority, though, than Grenade Kit, so I don't really want to go from Forge straight to Grenade Kit.
How are you doing?
Didn't know I was triggering everyone. No, you're fine, you're fine. I was just messing around. Grenade Kit's higher in prio? Hang on. I don't know, I could try it. Is Gen 1 the only reason people do Tyria map comp? It's a reason. I wouldn't say it's the only reason. Cannot talk. Kata will never overheat. I couldn't get Kata to work in the training room. Kata has its own problems. Like, that sentence to me is like you pointing at a newborn infant and telling me you can depend on this guy, he'll never be late for work. He doesn't work.
I can finally sub again, what?
What? I overheated during the special action key thing. Chad, I'm finally beating the other Holo on DPS. We're gonna ignore the fact that he died somehow. It's my time to shine. Sure hope we get stability. We did not get stability. Narrator's note. He did not get stability. I'm climbing the DPS meter so fast because they're all dying. All right, time to skin some bones. Let's see if we can do everything I'm doing now and also step left. My teammates can't beat me on DPS if I kill them. PB&J? Yeah, my wife brought me a PB&J during the last fight. I'm a machine. I turn peanut butter and jelly sandwiches into Guild Wars 2 game hours. I had someone in my party once who called Bone Skinner the skin boner. That is something you could have chosen not to share. But now here we are. Does your wife play video games too? Not as much as she used to. She used to raid and WoW with me. These days, though, she primarily plays, like, mobile stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I did not see the big circle in the room during that. Stop going about him, boat skinner! He avoided my prime light beam. He's got the moves. He's got the touch. He's got the power. Yeah! No, I overheated! No, we gotta kill him now! My DPS is suffering! Ah! There, 116k special action key for the kill. There we go. Oh my god. I would say going from wanting to leave Forge straight into Grenade Kit probably does feel a tiny bit better. Than trying to, like, go from Forge... what is it? It was, what was I doing the first time? I was going from Forge, and then I was trying to leave Forge, use Sword 2, and then go into Grenade Kit after. And, I don't know, that was leading to mistakes. Alright, to the group I'm in. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. That is the last one. Need an emote of Muck on fire for when he overheats? No, because that implies I'm going to play more of HoloSmith. Look, I'll give honest feedback, you guys. I'll say this class works, and it didn't take long for me to hit 30k. That's pretty good. But, it does have probably the most punishing system of any system in the game, I think. Too many buttons? No, it's not too many buttons. But it does, like, if you mess up, not only do you hit yourself really hard and then give the healers more work, but also you lock yourself out of your highest damaging stuff for, like, a long time. Which is, there's no other class quite that debilitating. Alright, let's go back in here. Record our thoughts. Necro punishes you as well for self-inflicting Condi. Not to this extent. Because those, Necro, the corruption trait line, the corruption skills in Necro, one, you could just not use those. Two, if you use them, you have a trait that sends conditions on you to your enemy. So you can use, like, Mark of Blood, and then use the other skill and just send the dots that you put on you to the enemy. You know? And on this character, it's not just the burn damage you take, but also the fact that you're locked out of the thing for, like, 10 seconds. The whole energy system on Revenant's pretty painful, too. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I'm actually staying blue this time. Never mind, it just went away. Now it's just my crotch again. My crotch is overheating again. Have you seen anything on AC Shadows? Is that the one that's got the, Okay, I know the new Assassin's Creed game has the Black Samurai, and a lot of people have been, like, either, like, happy about that or upset about that. Is that the one you're talking about? If it's not that, then I don't know of it. The Japan one. Okay. Then I know about that. That's basically what I know. Other than this has been a point of contention, I've not really been following Assassin's Creed news. Wait, where's the Boons? What? He's on fire. Why is he not on fire? Oh my god. There's the condies. Okay, I said boons. I meant condies. Yes, a new boon. You're on fire. This is fine. Okay. Mike, you see all the Dragon Age stuff today? Looks good. I have not seen it today. I've been a bit busy. Okay. Hold on. Let me get all these breadcrumbs out of my mouth. But speaking of fighting people in Japan, I've been playing a lot of Ghosts of Tsushima lately. Chat, I played 85 games last year, and I think 90-something the year before, because we counted. I mean this when I say that the narrative, the storytelling, and some of the character growth in Ghosts of Tsushima is some of the best I've seen in a year. So that means among the last, like, 85 games I've played, it's in the top 2 in those categories. It's really good writing. Like, really freaking good writing. The game is also fantastic. Like, it's not perfect. There's a few things I would tweak, but it's really good. I highly recommend, if any of you are interested in possibly playing that. I don't have a referral link or anything. I'm just telling you about something I've been enjoying. What game had the best story in your opinion? Okay, so I don't know which one. I know a lot of people don't like this game, but I did, so this is my honest thoughts. The 2 games that had some of the best writing I've played in the best year was the Horizon series, Horizon Forbidden West and Horizon Zero Dawn, and then Ghosts of Tsushima. The writing in those was just like mind-blowing. It was so good. Like just the story. Did you try co-op? I have not played co-op Ghosts, no. Do you have a video on how to set up the mounts and more add-on on Blish? I got it, but I'm having difficulty setting it up. No, but Blish might. The Blish, my video on Blish has a link to their Discord in the description. They are wonderful people. They're super nice. If you ask them questions, they might have a thing for that. Have you played Cyberpunk? I have not played Cyberpunk now. Okay. Let me move this for a second here. Oh, I gotta fill in the little chart thing. Hang on a sec. Okay. HoloSmith. That should be kind of orange. There we go. All right, benchmark DPS. What do they expect of it? How well did it go? HoloSmith? That went fine. Better than Catalyst, but that's a low bar. 43,300. DPS I pulled a few hours after testing. 30k. Gear, burst, tested power, easy to learn. Not bad. CC. Can bring CC options. Miscellaneous utility. Friggin' none? I was a deadweight DPS. Do I have any miscellaneous utility? Like, even when I was using Photon Wall, I wasn't saving it to block projectiles, I was just throwing the thing constantly. Pretty color? I didn't even get the pretty colors, I just kept setting my pants on fire. Pull from magnet? Yeah, because I was running that. None on demand. Boon rip from throw mine. I'll just put that. Range for melee. Mostly melee. Intensity. Low to mid. Fun. Nah. Okay. Alright. One last drink and then I'll record this. Okay. Alright, hello gamers, Mukluk here, and we are back with another episode where I have been trying all of the pure DPS dead weights in the game to see how it feels to play one of these peasants. Today we have got the HoloSmith. The HoloSmith cannot provide cannot provide quickness or alacrity. It is a pure damage dealing option. And also possibly one of the most punishing to yourself in the game if you mess it up. So first of all, just to briefly show that I have gained at least a fair to decent understanding of how this thing works. First of all, notice how right now I am not blue other than my face and my crotch. That's actually a talking point we'll come back to later. So I'm going to activate the heat bar. We're going to throw down some mines, and then we are going to do some stuff. I've already hit some of the wrong buttons, but that's fine. Whatever. All right, so we're going to do some stuff. We're going to get over 100 heat. We're going to fire my lasers. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to leave that, and we're going to do blowtorch, glue gun, and sword 2. Go into grenade kit. Use grenades 2, 4, and 5. Use sword 2 again. Use blowtorch, throw mine. Go back into holo. Use the 3 and the 4 thing. Get back over 100 heat. Use laser disc. F3, F2, and leave holo before we hit 100 heat. And do that, and then use some grenade kit skills again, and leave there. And blowtorch, go back into Hollow Forge. 3, 4, throw mine, F3, F2, and leave that before we overheat. Use grenade kit. All right, we're 29.3k, and I had a few mistakes with my opener. That's just a skill issue on my part, but we were near 30k there. So, all right, there's my presentation that I know a little bit about what I'm doing. All right. First off, where did I get the build? As usual, I went to Guild Gen first because I like how she writes rotations, and I was using this and was able to get 30k on like my 3rd attempt on the Golem. Very quickly, I was able to get 30k DPS. I then started making tweaks. They recommend running Shield, which is more for CC purposes. A lot of people in my chat were like, oh, try the pistol rotation. Which is a sword pistol instead of sword shield from Snowcrows. So I tried that out. They were also using Photon Wall right here, which throws 2 more clicks because it's like you summon the wall and then a few seconds later you throw the wall. So that added a few more clicks into the rotation. So just for simplicity, I had it on Throw Mine, which was just 1 single click. You just throw it and it goes boom. That's it. Also, the Throw Mine is a CC. If you take away the shield and you take away Throw Mine, you have very little CC in the kit. But if you're on a fight where you need CC, you can bring shield instead of pistol. You could bring Throw Mine instead of Photon Wall. You could even bring Personal Battering Ram. And you do have CC options. But if you're in your highest DPS setup, you don't have a lot of CC. You've got, I think, 1 on Photon Forge 5, maybe? But you don't have a lot. You don't have a lot of CC if you're running just the basic setup, but you can easily swap in CC before a fight if you need some for a specific fight. You just need to know what you're getting into. Now, I was running full Berserker gear. Let me go over to here. So we got, full Berserker armor, Berserker over here, Berserker this stuff. We got runes of the Scholar. I was using Relic of the Thief. I was using Relic of the Fireworks for a while, but I could not keep the buff up from it. Sigil of Force and Impact on the weapons. Traits was that right there. How does this work for people who have never played HoloSmith? Okay. When HoloSmith came out, they were engineer got the sword. Now it's got like a lightsaber graphic here, but it's just any sword is fine. The sword skills, you notice the yellow text. They do more damage if you're above certain heat thresholds. This line is 50. This line is 100, and we're running a trait that gives us more heat. Otherwise, it's just 50, and then 100 is like you explode. All right, so we're running this trait, so 100, and then there's a little bit of leeway before the explosion, before you get there. Now, what you want to do, anything related to HoloSmith, so all the sword skills, and also Laserdisc, and Prime Light Beam. Those all drastically increase in damage if your heat is high. So if you've got your heat up, you do more damage. So what you want to do is at the beginning of the fight, you go into Photon Forge, and you use your 3 and your 4 as often as possible, and then your 1 a whole lot. And that is mainly, damage. The 2 and the 5 are useful for different situations, but they are not, as good damage as just autoing. Once you get up here, you leave Photon Forge. Well, I just tried to. You leave Photon Forge before it explodes. Then while you're above that second line, you use Laserdisc, you use Prime Light Beam, you use your F3, you use your F2, and basically you go back into Forge when it's about down before this pip, okay? So you're just kind of balancing your heat between these lines. Also, right there, if you notice, like, when this button Right now it shows deactivate Photon Forge, right? If you watch, it will flip over. Right there. I tried to leave Forge a second ago while it was flipping over, and I could not. Because as I was pressing the button, it flipped to a different, prettier button. So there was multiple times during the content I ran with this character where I tried to leave Forge, and it didn't work when I pressed it, and then a second later it overheated, and then I got hit with the punishment stuff. Let's talk about the punishment stuff. For those who don't know, HoloSmith, if you are in Forge and you overheat, a couple of things happen. So if you completely 100% fill the bar, which I am trying to do right now, it's going to go up here. So right there, it flipped, and then it hits full. So first of all, you set yourself on a type of like burning. You take a bunch of damage, so you give your healers more work. And second of all, you cannot go back into Forge or use your tool belt for a while. Tool belt comes back up. You still can't go in Forge until the heat's drained all the way down to 0. So I do not know of any other class that has an elite specialization mechanic where if you play it poorly, it's more punishing than this. And again, this wasn't bad to learn. On my third attempt, I was breaking 30k with this. But if you mess it up, I don't know of anyone else that's more self-punishing than this is. You know, Scourge, if you throw your shade in the wrong spot, you can just reposition the shade. It's not a big deal, you know. Soul Beast, if you accidentally unmerge, you can remerge 1 second later. This guy sets himself on fire and locks himself out of all of his strongest skills. So it's pretty nasty. It is pretty nasty. Trying to think of what else to add. Let's talk about the notes I made while I was playing this. So, HoloSmith here. Snowcrows was able to get 43.3k out of it. Me playing it for just an hour or two, I was able to get 30k out of it. We were running full Berserker gear. I did the power build. There is a Condi version. It has way more kit juggling. Funny enough, it doesn't have to worry about overheating because it uses the overheat in the rotation. So in that way, it's easier, but the overall rotation for it is actually much higher because you have got way more kits that you're going to be juggling. Easy to learn, question mark. It's not bad. It truly wasn't bad. Although, you know, you got to watch that overheat thing. So you're playing like a mobile game down here in the corner, similar to Chrono. The amount of buttons that I had to press was not bad at all. It was not bad. CC, not by default, not great by default, but you can bring CC options easily. Miscellaneous utility, you have Boon Rip on Throw Mine, but other than that, not really. Is it ranged or melee? It's mostly melee, but you have a few ranged skills. Like if you've got to run out for a moment, you can, you know, like use the Photon 4, which is like a pistol unload type ability, which is nice. So you do have some options. You know, you got glue shot, you can spam grenades from the grenade kit, but it is mostly melee. How intensity was it? Like, you know, is it high intensity, low intensity? I would say it was between low and mid. As far as, you just got to learn the heat thing, but it was low to mid intensity to play. Did I find it fun? Not really. This is just personal preference, but for me, anytime I made a mistake and I accidentally overheated, which happened almost once per fight at some point during the fight, I'd be doing good on the damage meter and I would just drop. You know, and then I could not catch back up to the other DPS the rest of the fight, which made me feel like I was doing a bad job because they're not contributing anything else. Not giving quickness, not giving alacrity, not giving heals. I'm only giving damage. If I screw that up, I've got nothing left. So, you know, it was very, very self-punishing if you make a mistake. Aside from that, though, it was not difficult to learn. Let's talk about some glitches I encountered during it. So a moment ago, this is how you're supposed to look when you go into the mode. The blue shows that you are low heat, and you are not about to, you know, explode or anything like that. Let me use a few moves here. Notice I just went to normal. I don't know why. When you get to medium heat, you're supposed to look yellow, which my face and my crotch does. Okay. And then, once we get above the next line, and we're over 100 heat, we're supposed to entirely look red, but the only thing heating up is my crotch right now, apparently, referring to this right here, before YouTube, you know, demonetizes my video. So, I was having major graphical glitches playing this character, And the visual indicators that are supposed to help you realize when you're close to overheating, I could not see them. Because it was just like my underpants and my head. That's it. I don't know what's going on. It would sometimes show me correctly, and other times it would not. So the visual, I had to use the bar, which was fine. That wasn't bad. I mean, it's not like the Catalyst bar, which is like this. I had to use the bar, but it was kind of annoying because the other visual indicator, which is supposed to be like, you know, your whole body changes either blue, yellow, or red, I couldn't see them. I could not see them. So that was kind of irritating. Another note I made is playing this reminded me of playing Helldivers. Stick with me for a second. In Helldivers, there is a gun that's like a handheld railgun, and you can turn the safety off and charge it way more than it's supposed to. And if you charge it almost to the maximum before you fire, it does like 10 times the damage. But if you hit the maximum, it explodes in your hand and kills you. This felt like a class for people that love using the railgun in Helldivers, because you want your heat up here as much as possible. But if it hits here, you explode. If it hits there, you explode. So you really gotta watch that. You really gotta watch that. Yeah. Overall impressions after trying it out and playing it. It was easy to learn using, you know, Guild Gen guides. You could get even more out of it if you wanted to try to squeeze more out of it by, you know, just lots of practice, more than I did. And, you know, you could even, you know, try to follow some of the videos on Snow Crows, stuff like that. It was pretty easy to gear. It was like, you know, it's Berserker, is mostly melee. You know, and again, I played the power version of the build. There's only one kit with this one, which is the grenade kit, but counting the Photon Forge, you've got 3 weapon sets that you're moving around between. Just, you know, it was very easy to pick up and go, but very, very punishing. More punishing than anything else I've played if you make a mistake. Now, when I say punishing, I just mean like you make a mistake and then you suffer for it for a time afterward. You know, there are some other examples of self-punishment in the game, like Harbinger lowers their maximum hit points, or a Necro messing up a corruption spell can put dots on themselves. But neither of those just either down you or lower your DPS in the dumpster for 10 seconds. You know, neither of those do that. So, you know, that is very much a thing to be aware of. Now, you practice this enough, you're probably almost never going to overheat. But that's the first impressions of me after trying it for a couple hours after having never played it before. I think that's it. I hope they fixed the visual glitch. I'm having it again now. And at the beginning of the video, my whole person turned blue, but now it's just my head and my pants. Yeah. All right. That's it. If you got any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, put them in the comment section down below, and I will fight you there. Boom. It's a video. Okay. All right. Easy. Again, I said nothing about PBM. I said something about PB&J. Where's the outro music? Noxxi adds that later. I sent the outro music I wanted Noxxi to use to her like 2 years ago, and she just puts that on the end of the videos. My current #1 benchmark on Snow Crows is Conti Willbender. I played Willbender when I was doing Alack Willbender. I didn't really like well, I don't know, maybe DPS Willbender doesn't have to. The Alack Willbender, to give alacrity, I had to constantly dash through the mobs and run back. Maybe DPS Willbender doesn't have to do that. I didn't enjoy that. Mug, have you seen the trailer for the Lego Horizon game? No. No, I have not. Let's see. It's for PS5. I don't have that.
This is a hot dog.
You know what? They'll probably demonetize my stream for this. I will watch it after the stream. I don't trust PlayStation with this. I'll watch it after. Watch the 20-minute Dragon Age gameplay. Have you been over Scrapper already? I did Heal Scrapper and the Quickness Providing Scrapper video. Hang on. Here is the video of me learning Quick Scrapper. That was actually one of my top 2 favorite boon supports. Quick Scrapper felt good to play. And then here's a video on Heel Scrapper using the bow when the bow was trash. Now it's slightly less trash. Can we watch the entirety extended cut of Lord of the Rings today? Do you think I'm XQC? I can't do that and get away with it. When is Soul Beast or Untamed? I don't know. Soul Beast will definitely be on this list because it doesn't provide an essential boon. Untamed I did recently. What's your favorite quick DPS and a lack DPS? Quick DPS right now is either Untamed or Scrapper. Just for fun. A lack DPS. Mechanist is certainly really chill to play. I don't know if it's my favorite. Hang on. One sec. Scourge, maybe? Scourge and Mech are both fun. Because Scourge, in addition to the Alacrity, you're also pulsing out condition cleanses to your party every 4.5 seconds, and also you're putting barrier on them, and also you're doing damage. It does damage, and also contributes in a whole slew of ways to the safety of the party. That was really fun. So I want to say maybe Scourge. I haven't seen the game Potion Craft on Steam. I've seen pirate software play it. It seems like a game you would enjoy greatly. I have not, no. Alchemist Simulator? Wait, I'm sorry. Did that say in library? Wait, what? How do I own this? Did someone gift me this like ages ago and I forgot about it? Okay, I guess I own this. Yeah, I haven't played it. No time played. I have not played it. But yeah, yeah, apparently I have it. Your son bought it? No, he didn't. He did get in trouble for using my credit card without permission one time. He learned. Just to be very clear, I do not physically abuse my son. He learned in other ways. It's never accurate to say never in a game with that much fluid balance year after year. V-Bucks or Robux? No. He was playing, what was it called? Okay, you guys know Poppy Playtime? Poppy Playtime, the franchise, has a game that's multiplayer. And it's like one person's the monster and the other people are trying to survive. I can't remember the name of the game. He was playing that. I was totally fine with him playing that. But then, without asking for any permission or anything like that, he started using the in-game shop. And we uninstalled that game. I was like, "You're losing this game forever." He also lost access to like video games for a few weeks, and we told him he had to re-earn our trust. And I also disconnected my my payment stuff from his Steam. But yeah, that happened one time, and that was like over a year ago, and he's never done it again since. Hi, I'm now Muck. Hi, Muck. What's up? Ellie main, if you want open world, the Gilgen Tempest is good, or the Lord Hyzon's Celestial Catalyst for raids and strikes, I suggest Power Weaver. What's your favorite dragon to bash? Aurene. I log into a dragon hunter and chase her around while she's screaming. It's her least favorite holiday. Talking about Dragon Bash. Hang on a sec. Where is... There we go. Throwback to... Okay, have you guys ever had a song stuck in your head that doesn't exist? Like you just meshed together two songs and they don't go together? I had that happen once. And I was like, you know what? I need to make this real. Now, this is before I met Noxxi, right? This is before I met Noxxi. So I had to do this. So that's why it's trash. This is the staff at ArenaNet singing Bash the Dragon. All right? And then I did this to it. Bash the dragon, smash the dragon, smash the dragon, ball, 9-second video. That was a fever dream that I had like 3 years ago. And now all of you have it in your head too. Why? Why not? Cringe, and yet you're still here. When's the full video coming? The full video. The full video of my Asura dancing to Dragon Ball Z music. Let's see. Really like that fight. Kraukator? Yeah, Kraukator was a good fight. Don't kill the part that is cringe, kill the part that cringes. I wish the dragon fights Guild Wars 2 were less attacking the hands and more about shooting them out of the sky with cannons. Oh, so you must love the Zaitan fight. Cringe, but not the video, the music. Oh, them singing it? Oh, got you. Okay. Let's see. I keep doing that with No Roots by Alice Merton and I've Got No Strings by Pinocchio. There you go. There you go. Re-upload that as a short. I don't think many people are going to understand it. Okay. I finished my sandwich. Let's see. How are we doing on time? Got a little bit more time left. Let me see. Is there any patch or news today? Not that I know of. There's a new sword that turns into an umbrella in the shop. That's all I know of. I think Zaitan is a bit boring. I love Zaitan as a like the fight. Not the fights, like as the story, like the zombie apocalypse dragon. I think that was a really cool premise, but the fight was like awful. The fight was awful. New Warclaw skin. The goat things. Yeah, they were added with the Janthier announcement. New Bram and Holbrack. I did not know. Muck, will you try DPS Herald? Maybe. I just recently did Quick Herald Quick Herald test. Does anyone else see this message? What did Archer say? You're a very easy target to needle and an easy target for poking holes in arguments. Any further than this would genuinely be mating you, so here's where I stop. Wait, what? I see the message. I don't really get. I don't know what's going on. What new Bram? Bram is like shaved again. I guess he's recovered from killing all those people and he's ready for more. Yeah, there was a... Where was that tweet? Hang on.
These menaces think they can take what they haven't
Hold on, I was trying to find it.
We'll teach them.
Oh, here we go. Connor, who used to work at ArenaNet, said, I just noticed Bram is clean shaven in that one Janthier Wild screenshot, and I find this unacceptable. Bigger beard every time. And I said, I just noticed Bram is in that one Janthier Wild screenshot, and I find this unacceptable. Put him back in storage. Get him out of here! I don't know if they're gonna listen to me, but I've made an attempt. Put him on ice. Don't need him. Is the second quarter release on Halloween and Bram becomes Michael Myers? Oh my god. Mike, is that an add-on that shows the location of the screen when you load to a new map? Ah, you're the first person to notice it. You have a good eye. Yes. That is a brand new thing called Regions of Tyria. It's just a fun thing that is a module in Blishhood. Exclamation Blish if you would like a guide on how to set that up. Was Bram in the story? Hopefully not in the upcoming one. When Bram grows up, I hope he becomes a donut too. Oh my! That took me a second. Wow! Wow, 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 wow. Alright. That took a minute.
Look what these sky scoundrels have done.
What? He's referencing the fate of Bram's mother.
Gearing down.
I'll return the rest of this letter. Let's continue. Scrape my sprockets. There's more of them.
I love how so many people are trying to like, oh. She became a donut? Yes. How do you like Devil Mace's Ranger? It is incredible. I took a minor DPS loss in this build I'm playing right now, just so I could use Devil Mace on it because of what it does. It gives you a self-cleanse. The kit has 900 CC on the kit. It, what else? Hold on. Okay. It helps do self-healing to you, self-healing to you again, helps provide regen to the group, helps provide protection to the group, helps provide vigor to the group, cleanses conditions on you, puts a little bit of barrier on you, and has 900 CC in the kit each time you weapon swap. So every 10 seconds, you can do 900 CC with it. So it's pretty great. And it's only slightly less damage than Hammer. So if you're in like a group, like you're contributing a lot to the party that, you know, the other DPS are not. Like just besides your damage, you're helping with the boon up time of a lot of different things. And it also has a lot of self-sustain because of all the ambush lifesteals. So it's pretty good in open world because you give yourself a lot of healing. 900 insight. Yeah, it's like you do 200, 250, reset cooldowns 200, 250. Every time you swap to mace, if you're using double maces.
If you want the finer things, earn them. I'll address the rest of this once we finish our current business. Moving forward. Indolent parasites.
I'd love to play Devil Mace Ranger, but I don't want a pet. You don't want a pet. I wish for a bit of love from the devs to Overworld, a new expansion, but seems like that remains a dream. They did say that they're doing a overhaul on the Warclaw. That's like in PvE and PvP. Or sorry, PvE and World v World. So, at the very least, the whole mount system in World v World is going to get a makeover.
Gearing down.
The link for Blish is broken. Hang on. Ooh, I see. Okay, let me check something else. Hang on. Okay. For now, go to the add-ons link and scroll down to Blish. For now, go to the add-ons link and scroll down to Blish. For now, thank you for add-ons link and scroll down to Blish. Thank you.
Let's have some fun.
Okay. That happened. Just a second. No longer. Let's do bullish HUD add-on. When I opened the web page while streaming, I heard my volume on the add-ons page.
I'll return later to check on the rest. But for now, we must make haste.
All right, reporting issues. So for those who missed it, we got new hosting for the website. And apparently, certain things are not working right. So I appreciate you pointing them out. I'm letting the guy know right now.
I wonder what exactly. Analyzing. Object identified as hovercraft transport. Initiate jailbreak feature. Oh dear. Didn't mean to. Hot wiring in progress. Device unlocked. One moment while I delete the evidence. I hope this doesn't get Master into trouble. Cache clear.
Okay.
Jailbreak feature.
Let's see. Okay.
Feature.
Someone said, put on the wizard hat.
Nothing to see here.
There you go.
I'll take this
There you go,
and meet
Chaotic.
you up ahead. We shall disarm those cannons at once. Ah! I'm fine. Everything's perfectly fine. Reboot required.
So cute. Thank you.
No. Calm down. Use the cooling protocol Master showed you.
The cooling protocol Master showed you.
Let's have some fun.
AoE Rose. That's another thing about Untamed. I can just every 2 minutes I can AoE Res 10 people. Crazy. We're gonna find your build. Exclamation build goes to my. Oh gosh, wait, did those builds work here too? Fudge. Okay, hold on a sec. You know what? I think almost all those links don't work. All right, apologies. Hold on a sec. I will just show you while I get this fixed. Everything is broke. No. So, the website was used for a lot of things, and I think that just as we were moving it, certain things were forgotten about until they come up like this, right? You know, it's like all of the public-facing pages, like if you go to add-ons, you know, or something like that, like those are all there, and they're still visible. That's easy peasy. But some of this stuff was not public-facing. It was just like a direct link to something like, oh yeah, here's my build, you know, and I would just bring it, you know, link it when it came up. And that stuff is not working. Okay, my build. If I say this too fast, just take pictures or use the clip function on Twitch or YouTube. This is the build. And I'm using double maces with sword axe. And Rune of the Fireworks, Relic of the Thief, Force, and Impact on all the weapons. That's it.
What do we have
Might make a video on this one at some point, because this is my current favorite one. Oh. I could have used Mace 4 for stability there, but I didn't see it in time.
Go back to your mansion and stay out of our business. Snobby bot. Bet you're not even programmed for labor. You're pampered.
So much snot. Okay. Mike, I just installed Bloodshed and enabled the mount module, but the mount icons just appeared beside the Bloodshed icon at the top. What am I doing wrong? It's been a long time since I set that up. After you enable mounts and more, you go into settings, and you go down to mounts and more, and you go to settings, and you got to set this up. So give your mounts all some weird hotkeys. It doesn't matter what they are, just stuff you don't usually click. And then attach them here, okay? And then there's a few other settings in here, just read this stuff. But you just set this up and then it should work. I'm trying to think of some other stuff. Oh wait, I know a way to tell. Hold on, let's go to my list of commands. And search for anything that had okay. Yeah, we got a bunch of them that are broken. God dang. All right. So that one's no longer working. What else is there? Commands. Pretty sure that one doesn't work either. Yeah. Oh my god, there were so many. Seems like you forgot to port the hidden access. Dude, I don't know. I mean, the other website's still up, and the guy has access to it. He probably just needs to go over and go, oh shoot, I didn't know about this. Like, okay, for example, if we do exclamation rating, right? That brings up exclamation rating, the raid guides, right? That brings up exclamation rating, the raid guides. Right? I should not be hearing myself. That brings up this. And then when that's there, aside from that, I should also be able to do exclamation wing 1 and go straight to the wing 1 guides. No, that did work. To the wing. Okay. What about specific bosses? Exclamation Gorsival. That worked too. I'm kind of surprised by that. All right, so those all worked. Echo, echo, echo. Yeah. Yep. So we've got some stuff to fix. I'm glad we're figuring this out. Tale of Two Mucks, yeah. I'm gonna have a busy day. I mean, we're both gonna have a busy day because he's gonna have to fix it and I'm gonna have to test. I have like hundreds of commands and we're gonna have to go through and test them all. Is this event worth it? No idea. I do it because I find it fun. I like the final boss fight. You know, that forbidden F word. Seems only links using subdomains broke, so with anything before Mukluk Labs. Gotcha.
Drat, the entrance appears to be sealed via keycard access.
I'm sorry, what?
Swiped it from their officer. Seemed useful.
Go on soon. If the bureaucrats I work with had half the sense you do.
They wouldn't be bureaucrats.
The forbidden F word is Firebrand? No. No, it is not. I like fun. I usually only play while I'm having it. Well, there you go. So yeah, I know I'm making some money from this because I get some loot, but is it like worth it over other things? No clue. I just like the fight. That is a very tall char.
Huh.
You're kidding me, right?
What's going on in here? Just where are you taking our things?
God, what's it to ya? Figured you wouldn't mind sharing a little hospitality.
You must like pain.
You know, only what we need, but we're a needy bunch.
What exactly do you need a holo projector for? A plow? You will return what's rightfully ours.
If I gave a damn about what's rightfully yours, I wouldn't be too good at my job, would I?
You know, because of the voice on this character that we're fighting, I thought he was a dredge for a long time. Before I realized that it was a char model.
When life doesn't give you what you need, you just gotta take it for yourself. Life's not fair, so why play by its rules?
Of course it's not fair. Doesn't give you carte blanche to make it harder for other people. Lightning! Stun him before he attacks!
One soon, watch out!
Aren't the dredge and char models the same? Yeah, it's basically the same, guys.
Focus on the gyros. That should
The entire Black Citadel standing up out of their chairs right now like, what? Taken by bad. Yeah, blind rats, birds, cat guys, they're all the same.
Leave me be!
No, we interrupted Act 5. The worst feeling.
If we break those gyros, that should break his shield as well. Focus on the gyros. That should help us destroy his shield.
You're kidding me, right?
Oh my gosh. It can be a little bit difficult to see during this.
It's no use. We cannot hurt him unless we break that charge of his.
GG. What fight is this? Final fight in the Seitung province of Meta. Giant char thief that's been sealing stuff.
And relaxing polish.
Alright, nice. Let's see.
I know that Master has quite some.
Only check links. Do you have flow set to me? Let's see. The old heist said on board. Can you create a raid squad and let's smash some bosses? I'm almost out of time, my friend. I just got a few more minutes. And then I apparently have a broken freaking website to fix. Okay, awesome. He's not a thief, he's a scrapper. He's a steely scrapper. I wonder how those World v World Super Alliances are doing, considering most run the same time zone. World v World Beta gonna be messy. Dredge or hairless, hornless char. Wow! Like, if you don't have fashion, your char looks bad, but if you have some really good fashion that looks good on char looks the coolest, I think. I thought your whole thing is you do that by yourself. Yeah, Heisen, you don't need me. What are you talking about? Okay. Alright, chat, thank you guys for an absolutely wonderful morning stream. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. I get a raid. Calm Asher, thank you for the raid. I was just about to wind down. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for a wonderful morning stream. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. Couple plugs on the way out. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mukluk. I stream every single day, every evening, and every weekday morning. I'll be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream. I need to head out, do some stuff for YouTube, and also apparently get our broken website working and spend some time with the family between now and then. Hit the follow button here on Twitch, like and subscribe if you're watching me on YouTube right now. Additionally, these are links to my 2 YouTube channels. Gee, Billy, you got 2? Yes, 2. Subscribe to those if you want to see that content. And thank you to the patrons. They keep this channel alive. They're the reason our website has no ads on it, all that good stuff. Shout out to them. With that, let me see if Loranity is on time for her stream for once in her freaking life, and then I will raid her. She's not live. She is not. Okay. No raid for Laura yet again. Let's see. Noxxi's live. I'll raid Noxxi. She's good people too. Okay. Let me... Laura on time? Apparently not now, that's for sure. I try to spoil her, chat. She makes it so difficult, though. She makes it so very difficult. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day, and once again, I'll be back in 5 hours. Oh, almost forgot. I have what is it? Ultra Edition Janthier to give out tonight. So, someone who's not been able to afford the expansion, I'll put a smile on one of your faces this evening. All right. Y'all take care now.